You can join us over here? All right, yeah, thank you so much. How are you?
Kardashian, sorry.
He's looking at 14-year-old pictures of Kim Kardashian.
Sweet.
That's his excuse. That is a good one.
And how old are we?
He's 34, but
Right.
he's looking at 14-year-old pictures of Kim Kardashian. I don't think you really have to be any age.
But isn't that kind of, creepy?
Well, she posted it on her site.
Oh.
She's posting pictures of herself at 14?
Yes, to prove that she had a C cup at 14.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Kim.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
So is that going to be
Out.
your excuse one day when...
For the judge, yes.
Hey, she made it.
I mean, she wanted me to look.
She let me no choice.
I was just on her MySpace.
As I'm walking over, I hear out of the glass, 14 in this picture? Holy crap.
Your Honor, she posted it. What would you have done, Your Honor?
Well, it isn't a bikini, so it's not that.
Oh, jeez. All right. Take it easy. I don't
Trying
know
to
if
justify
this goes over very well with the court.
All right.
Right.
That's fine.
But I'll tell you what does go over quite well with the court.
Somebody won big last night.
No.
Really?
I got exactly what I wished for.
Did you?
I got the improbable, the nearly impossible. I got the tie.
Ooh, really?
When I was dead in the water. I mean, I actually gave up on the game. I went and took a shower. That's how... I don't take a shower when the game's in doubt. I was down 8 points. There was no signs of life out of Reggie Bush.
Oh, my gosh.
And then all of a sudden...
He just...
That's how dimensional the man is. I forgot that he even returns punts. I was like, they're not doing anything on offense. He can't run against this Viking defense.
Come on. And then
It's
bam!
over. I'm down by 8 points, third quarter.
2 of them, right?
I'm going to go shower. And then back-to-back punt returns. I flipped it on. I'm like, what the hell happened? I was shocked, first of all, that New Orleans had scored.
Right.
Then I was like, oh, I hope it was somehow Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
And then they start showing the replays of back-to-back punt returns. I'm like, yeah! That's right!
But still, lost. They did.
They love, yeah, I don't care about them.
Oh, God.
Give a crap about the Saints.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
It's all about me.
Care about
Wow.
the Vikings.
It's all about
All
my
right.
fantasy football team. My fantasy football team pulls out the all-important tie.
Got it.
How many times yesterday did I say, let's sign up for a tie right now? Let's call the commissioner. Get a tie going now.
You wanted to switch.
I wanted that too, but
Yeah.
how many times did I also say, let's just call the commissioner and say tie? You don't remember that?
I do. But I didn't want a tie. Ties are weak.
Tie's like kissing your sister. And you know what? I'm loving Allison more than ever this morning.
Why don't we give her a call and let her know?
Well, we're doing that Disney cruise with the family, her kids,
ya?
and my kids. Yeah, it's gonna
really?
be, yeah, it's gonna
How
be
nice.
really sweet. I'm sure. I want to jump off ship by the first night. But anyway,
Disney cruise.
yeah, we got that little Christmas,
That'll be
that
nice.
Christmas time-ish
Yeah.
Disney cruise thing scheduled for the holiday season. Yes. Her kids and she's got 2 daughters. I got 2 sons. Let's get it on.
Oh, yeah. Kissing your cousins. All right. Dream come true.
Tight quarters, goofy, instigating things.
That's right.
Goofy.
So there's no other choices in the mix. All right, so it's Tuesday morning.
Yes.
We'll come back. We'll get things started after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Is the world premiere for Britney's new video all set? That is real.
In just 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
Desperate Housewives on ABC. This promo featured Britney in a black bob wig in her Womanizer video, which will debut Friday on 2020. The single, though, will
That's
hit
where I would want to debut my video if I was a pop star.
Yeah, that's reaching out to the kids. Huh?
I would really want to make sure that the first people that saw my video were the viewers of 2020.
Oh, yeah. Hugh Downs really going to talk it up for you.
Uh-huh.
He knows from a hot video.
Yes.
He does.
I'm sure he's not there anymore.
I think he's been dead for about 20 years, but that's all right.
Okay.
I know exactly where you're going with that. Uh-huh.
That screams pop culture 2020.
Couldn't get Walter Cronkite, so she got Hugh Downs in 2020.
Jesus.
Well, I'm sure she'll make the rounds.
That can't be right that she's debuting. The first time it's going to be shown on any kind of television, cable, big screen is going to be on 2020. That can't be right, can it?
Yeah, they actually have an all-music television channel called the MTV. Brittany, you can try it there, maybe.
Is the world premiere for Britney's new video all set? That is real.
In just 5 days.
During Desperate Housewives on ABC, this promo featured Brittany in a black bob wig and her womanizer video, which will debut Friday on 2020.
Oh, wow.
The single, though, will hit iTunes tomorrow with her much-anticipated album, Circus, set to drop December 2nd.
The single is going to be available on iTunes tomorrow, which I think now is today. But the video debuts on 2020.
Yeah.
I always tune into 2020 to see the latest videos.
Do you? Mm-hmm. All right.
Can always count on them. Make it happen for me.
God.
It's weird.
Well,
All right.
you know.
Interesting choices she's making lately.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll have to tune in to see.
Okay. What else is going on?
All right.
You all right?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Maybe move that screen a little closer to the mic so you don't have to strain so
I
hard,
was
baby.
just fine 2 seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the heck. Whatever.
What were you doing the past 2 seconds? Let's see, what takes 2 seconds around here? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's definitely
Judd.
It is really weird. I'm kind of freaking out.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
David Duchovny is out of rehab. His sex addiction rehab, he's done. He's home
Uh-huh.
with the wifey and kids.
Okay.
So, I guess he's all better.
You're not going to croak on the air one day, are you?
Yep, and I'm sure you'll love it.
Oh,
Sick.
jeez.
God, she has to always go there. It's such a dork. You'd love it if I die. Typical, like, Asian mom. One of these days I'm going to be dead and you're going to be
Typical
happy.
Asian mom.
Make
that
you
was like-
happy.
Yeah, like my old girlfriend's mom would always say that crap. One day I'll be dead and you'll be happy. It's like, Jesus. Did you really go there with everything? You probably say that to your kids, huh?
No, actually, I don't.
One day
Oh,
I'm
just
dead.
me. It's just for my benefit. Okay. So what were you just sharing with us there? Oh, that David Duchovny's out of sex rehab.
He is out of sex rehab.
Okay, don't overdo it now. Or actually, it's all better. Wow. Okay, I was really wondering when he gets.
Well, we had
out.
talked about it,
Yeah,
whether or
I
not.
guess I don't
Okay.
care about David Duchovny. He's not even yesterday's news, Terry.
All right.
What has he done? I mean, even
He's
the
got a
X-Files movie. Was he
no,
even in it?
Yeah, he was.
He
was?
Yes.
He
was.
He's one of the exes.
Is it out yet?
Oh,
Done-
it's out.
been there, done
and,
that.
didn't do too well.
Pretty sad.
Bit of a flop, yeah.
Well, they shouldn't have debuted the movie on 2020. All right, so what
well,
else?
and then he's got a thing on Showtime. So, I mean, he's doing stuff.
Huh?
He's doing stuff.
Oh.
So,
I like his wife for some reason.
Tia.
I don't know why I like her.
Who's his wife?
Tia Leone.
Oh, Taya
Leone, whatever.
Taya
Yeah, I
Leone,
love
yeah.
her.
Tia Carrera, Taya Leone.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Tia Carrera takes
that-
a backseat to no one either. Talk about yesterday's news, always going to be relevant today.
She takes it in the back seat, all right.
Oh, I hope so. And talk about your
Tia
Asian
Carrera.
MILFs.
Oh, yeah.
Vinnie the Pooh, tell us all who Tia Carrera is.
I know she was on that one movie back in the 90s. No, I know it was the Wayne's World, right?
You been kissing Terry? Your voice is
No,
a little-
I was. I know.
Oh, jeez.
WWE.
I got the.
Oh, that's right.
I got the Terry
That was
disease.
Raw last
Oh,
night.
it was amazing.
I was watching, of course, with my fantasy football game hanging in the freaking balance. I didn't have a chance to really watch much of Raw. I was thinking so many times last night, I got to put on Raw.
So was I.
See Vinnie the Pooh in the front row.
I want a TiVo, just TiVo.
But between the Red Sox, and the Angels,
And anything better to do?
and anything better to do, and the fact that I'm trying to coax Reggie Bush to get some points so I can make up ground in my fantasy football game against the Hot Shots.
Does help if you watch it.
I never put it on.
We were on TV a lot.
You were on TV a lot?
A lot.
You got it on tape? You got it on... can I watch it somewhere right now or no?
It might be on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Wow. You didn't run the ring, though, did you?
No.
So you were front row for Raw last night.
Yeah.
You and Pops and some other fellas.
Yes.
You and the
a
boys.
bunch of coworkers.
You and the fellas. Uh-huh. And you were making idiots of it? You were just asses or what?
We were complete asses to the point where like 2 security guards had to come up and tell us that
Wow, dude, that's nothing.
the producers was getting mad at them because we kept turning around and looking at the camera. And yeah.
You guys are some crazy cats.
Oh, let me tell you.
Turning around looking at the camera. My gosh.
Well, it was like every time, like we would try to make eye contact.
Uh-huh.
You throw a beer in Kane's face. That's something.
Yeah. Run in the ring and start pounding on the Big Show. Then I'll be impressed.
Go up to Kane and pants him in front of everybody right in the middle of the ring. Pull his straws down. Watch him kill you.
Oh, you're dead.
All right.
It was a good time though. You missed it.
You had a good time?
Yeah, should have came.
I mean, pull a Galooly on Batista, then I'll be impressed.
He's so huge, so big.
So what was the highlight of your Raw night last night?
Probably boozing beforehand.
So once you were there, it was all downhill.
No, I wasn't. I mean, it was just like.
The pre-funk was the best part of it, you're telling me?
Yeah.
So the Raw Spectacular wasn't as good as the pre-funk was? Is that what I am to assume here? I mean, that's what I take from your comments. You said the best part was drinking beforehand.
To me.
Drinking beforehand was the best part of the night.
I mean, I haven't watched Raw in so long, so I'm like, what's going on?
You haven't watched Raw in a while?
Yeah.
So this is because you were there, it was your first time actually watching Raw in about, what, a year? Or since last WrestleMania, or what?
Like 6 months, 6, 7
So about
months.
6, 7 months, since WrestleMania was on. I mean, 6, 7 months ago, it's about WrestleMania time.
All right.
So right before Little Floyd punched out the Big Show is the last time you watched Raw.
Yeah.
And you watched last night from the front row. I mean, you were in the front row, right?
The front row.
It wasn't one of those, I'm in the front row like I talked about yesterday, and all of a sudden you realize there's 2 VIP rows in front of the front row.
No, the front. We were smacking on the barricade all night.
Smacking on the barricade.
That's great.
That's a fun night. That is a good experience.
Place to watch wrestling.
I've been in the same spot. Front row for Raw is a very fun little moment.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
When they walk by you and your sweat's getting in your
Smacking
eye, and you're like,
oh.
what in my eye?
I smacked Lawler on the back.
I'm never gonna wash my eye again.
King Jerry Lawler?
And that's right.
He was there?
He was.
You smacked the king?
I smacked the king.
You realize the legacy, the history that the king has?
No idea.
I was not worthy.
With like Andy Kaufman
Come on,
on David Letterman smacking and
Oh, I remember.
I am a
for
wrestler.
years and decades. Jerry the King Lawler has been in the headlines of wrestling-filled spectacular moments, and you don't realize what you're smacking there?
I actually started a chant, "You smacked Kaufman," but it only kind of like took on like the first
Yeah, I
couple
don't
rows.
think.
It only took on you, really.
It was like me and like 4 other people. You smacked Kaufman.
And
He's a cheerleader.
and he's like, yeah, I did.
We were
And?
drunk. We didn't care.
You were drunk, you didn't care. Right.
Can you totally see?
I was like the 3rd beer in. at
You
the
smack Kaufman. And
We
that
were
was
chanting
20 years
everything.
ago.
20?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably 30.
20,
it's probably 25 years
Actually,
Well,
yeah,
how long
yeah.
has Andy Kaufman
Andy
been
Kaufman's
dead?
been dead about 25 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're talking about
What?
Probably 1980 or something.
yeah.
82 probably. It's probably 82. Anyway, yeah, a long time ago. That's a great chant to start.
If we're drunk, we'll chant anything.
You guys are really living on the edge. Let me tell you, that is
Oh,
quite the unbelievable chant. What other things did you chant? Yeah.
My dad
Oh.
caught HBK's hat.
Wow.
That was kind of cool.
Did you take it home with you? Or they made him. The producers made him give him
No,
back.
he
Give
took
it back.
he took it home.
He took it home.
He took it home.
It's got HBK's hat now on the mantle.
That's
Some
right.
memorabilia.
Wow.
Yay.
It's kind of cool. That's a little drunken moment.
So
Pops was wasted too.
HBK tosses the hat to the crowd, and your dad like knocks over 3 8-year-olds to catch it, or
That's
what?
right. That's exactly what happened.
Take back the one I bought.
It was
It was a purposeful throw the hat out of the ring into the crowd kind of thing.
Yes.
And your dad caught it.
snatched it.
And you know
Wrestled
for
away.
sure you were on TV a lot, or you assume you were on TV
I
a lot?
know
How do you
for-
know? Did you when you went home? Did you watch it and you saw yourselves on TV? See, I've done that too. I've gone to Raw and then went home to see if I appear, and there I was. But I would be the only one that knew it.
Like a bunch of idiots. Like we were just kind of pushing each other all in the front row. We literally looked like a bunch of idiots.
Mm-hmm. And how much drink did you have going on there? What'd you take to the face beforehand? What were you?
I had about 9 Jaeger bombs before I got into the building.
Wow.
And then 3 beers inside. And then some drinking afterwards.
Wow. So it's everything you wanted it to be and more.
Of course.
Jaeger bombs.
I know.
And the HBK hat, no pun intended, was the capper.
Yeah, it's the capper.
Mm-hmm. And Dad kept up with you with the drinking, or he was the designated doofus, or what was the story
No,
there?
he had 2 beers and he was good.
He only had 2 beers?
Yeah. I mean,
He wasn't doing the Jaeger bombs with you pre-funk.
he had 2 beers. Like
Did he meet you at the arena, or did he pre-funk with you?
he met us at the pre-funk spot.
Oh, so he was at the pre-funk?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a good night for Pops.
Oh yeah, it was a great night for Pops. He loved it.
Mm-hmm. Was he doing Jaeger bombs with you, or no?
No. He said he had something before he left the house.
Did he drive you home
Wow.
afterwards?
No.
How'd you get home?
Yeah. How
You
did
don't even know.
I ate a little bit and kind of walked around and
right.
waited for it to
That's
go
good. I
away.
didn't do
and-
any of that and just got in my car.
Were you really praying that you wouldn't get pulled over, or what?
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, no, I was good.
I was good.
You were good. So if you got pulled over, you weren't worried at all.
No.
If you would have gotten pulled over, you'd have been. The cop would have been like, "Good thing you ate."
Yeah. I have one eye still works. I'm cool.
And what was the main event match? If there was like the headline match of Raw
Who was
last
it?
night.
It was Batista and my man with the mask. I forget his name, Mysterio.
He doesn't
Oh,
even
Rey
care.
Mysterio?
Yeah, and Jericho was the special guest referee.
Jericho Cotry? Oh, that's
Probably,
football. I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably not.
And man, it was Regal was a special guest.
Did you feel
timekeeper?
Did you feel like the card was a little weak or what? Because a lot of Raw now
was
is a lot of
kinda-
just talking. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
like jabbering. And was that
Jibba jabba.
It was kind of weak. Like the Great Khali came out and kissed some chick. And
The
I'm
Great
like,
Khali?
Yeah, I was like, well, this is all right. You're big, but like smack somebody.
Oh, they don't remember the days when we provided hoe trains for
Oh,
Raw.
remember that?
I still have
Wow.
pictures of how good that. We should have a reunion for the hoe train.
You
And
should.
see what they look like now and have a before and after picture.
More just like a train.
I can
Wreck.
give you a picture of one of the girls of how she looks now. And
Oh, jeez.
she is not a good start for the after picture.
Was she bigger or something? Or?
She's about, I'd say about 70 pounds bigger.
Bigger. Whoa.
But still, very much,
Still beatable.
yeah, very, very beatable.
Really?
Now I like her.
The whole train, man.
I'll put a picture up of the hoe train. Who was the dude? The god? Who?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
the
The Godfather.
The Godfather.
Yeah.
What's
That's
he
what I
doing
thought.
now?
I think he's got the Lowe's apron on.
Yeah, the sandwich artiste.
The sandwich artiste at Subway, one of those deals. I don't think he made enough to retire on. Let's just put it that
Probably
way.
not. Wasn't the best shtick in the world.
But he wanted a hoe train. They gave us the rights to find the hoe train. We found about the most perfect hoe train.
Definitely.
This is going back about
Yeah.
I had just
Don't
started.
say it.
No, I know what year it was.
I
It
think
was
I did
it was
too.
2000. So it was 8 years ago.
One of the girls fell on her face getting in the ring.
I remember.
Oh my God, really?
That kind of made it. Talk about the capper. That kind of just made it all perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Good stuff.
fell on across the bottom rope, flat on her face onto the canvas there.
Wow.
That was a good-looking group.
That was a very
did
good looking
well.
job. And you know what? I'll tell you what. I could find the picture. I have it in my office. And
Yeah.
of the hoe train. And in a little where are they now kind of moment, we'll put it up on the tmanshow.com maybe at some point
gosh.
later today.
Okay.
And you can look at the hoe train the way it was 8 years ago when wrestling was a lot more entertaining than it probably was last night, needing 9 Jaeger bombs just to get through the hour.
Yeah, I mean, there was some chair action, and HBK got put through a table, and
So your typical wrestling maneuvers
yeah,
these days.
Yeah, I mean, there was no bloodshed or no cage matches or
The most popular hold in wrestling is chair over the head these days.
loved it. He snapped, hit him like 12 times.
Used to be a headlock. Now it's chair over the head.
That's still the best gig in the world, though. I mean, having your intro play and come walking down the aisle as a wrestler, that's still pretty damn cool.
Can imagine what the rush is
Oh,
like.
up there with like being in the NFL or NBA. Being a pro wrestler's got to be the coolest thing ever.
I don't know, if you have the choice of being like a true, unbelievably accepted, big-time rock star, kind of pop star-ish, like when you sell out 20,000 seat arenas by yourself, you don't need other acts to help you sell tickets, or would you rather be the top of the wrestling food chain? I mean,
Give me Stone Cold circa 99.
yes, the Stone Cold is the quintessential.
When you hear
Get
the
the
glass
crowd
break.
go
Oh, my
crazy.
God.
What is he doing now?
Ah, he's standing next to the Godfather and Lowe's,
Do you want jalapenos on that?
comparing injuries.
Oh, sorry.
And
You want any mayonnaise or mustard? No.
or would you rather be like Reggie Bush is right now?
If the money's the same,
Good-looking athlete who's top of
Yeah.
your game, electrifying
know.
the crowd with punt returns last night, and then going home and banking Kim K.
it's good to be him. Mm-hmm. I think give me Stone Cold.
Apparently, one of our listeners knows what the Godfather is doing right now. The former wrestler that we
Jesus.
put together the whole train for back 8 years ago. I don't know if he's telling us the truth or not, but we'll give it a whirl here.
All right.
Shane claims he knows. Shane, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, Shane?
I'm doing all right.
Now, you just trying to be funny here, or do you really feel like you know?
No, I was living in Vegas about 2 years ago, and I applied as a bouncer at Cheetahs, and I had to talk to the Godfather. He was the head man there.
Really? So that's what he's doing these days. He's a bouncer at Cheetahs.
I was trying to get security. They get paid there.
Mm-hmm. But that's what he's doing. You know clearly that was him, the former wrestler that used to walk out with the hoe train.
Yeah, one of the guys I worked with was I was a firefighter down there. One of the guys I worked with was friends with him, and he told me that he could help me get on if I went and talked to him. So
Well, there you go.
he
That's a
set
likely.
it up. I
That's a
went and
likely
spoke to him.
job after wrestling. Be head security at a strip club in Vegas.
It's likely, but maybe it was just a guy that called himself the Godfather.
Yeah, but you.
Because didn't we say
I'm
that
not
there
feeling
was...
like, did you see an old picture or something, or were you?
He said he met him. You met him, right?
Yeah, I met him.
You met him, and you're a wrestling fan, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you remember him as a wrestler or no?
Oh, yeah.
So when you saw him, you knew it was him.
Oh, I recognized him, yeah. He wasn't
Okay.
as tall as I thought he was going to be, but he was still a monster.
Uh-huh. All right, well, there you go. Ask what someone's doing now, and one of our listeners has the answer. There you go. Now, where the rest of the Ho train is,
Yeah.
I don't know about 4 of them. Actually, no, I don't know
many
about
did
3.
we
I know
have?
about 2 of them. I don't know about 3 of them. We had 5. Come on, Terry.
I can't remember.
Well,
who
I
they
can't
were.
I cannot
remember.
remember.
Was that one girl? Was that girl's intro? Was she in the? Was she one of them?
She's one of the ones I don't know where she is now, but I mean, it wouldn't take very long to figure it out, I'm sure.
Built
If
on
we-
billiards tomorrow.
If we really wanted to find her, I think
Yeah.
it would take about all of 15 minutes. But
Wow.
I know where 2 of the 5 are. One is still in the area. One moved to somewhere in like Central California.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where she got really large. And
Yeah.
Oh,
and one is a nurse.
a nurse?
Yes.
Oh, time for your sponge bath. Oh, can't wait.
Bring
Can
it
you
on.
I'd love to nurse on her.
Now, there's some people calling in that
Wow.
spotted you in the front row at Raw.
Oh,
last
gee.
night.
Oh, boy.
Like Randy. I'm sure this isn't Randy Orton calling in, but it's Randy nonetheless. Randy, are you there?
Yeah, right here.
You were at Raw last night?
Yeah.
And what would you like to tell us? What kind of descriptions and accounts of last night can you provide for us?
Well, first of all, I was going to say I did see Vinnie, and they were going crazy. You could tell he was drunk.
So,
He was going crazy.
was it that you heard yesterday's show, you knew he was going to be in the front row by listening to yesterday's show, so you were looking for him, or what? Was that it?
I was in like the fourth row, so I was like, I know Vinnie said he's going to be in the front row.
'Cause they only sold 6
he
rows.
was smack dab right there in the front row.
Were there a lot of empty seats last night? Because that would be kind of depressing.
Not really. There was some. I mean, by the cameras, there's.
There was some empty seats, but down low it was jam packed.
Me and Hotshot, when we just kind of started here at the stations, like a couple of years after, it was like 1997 or whatever. Wrestling was in a lull.
Right.
All right,
Yeah, it was
and we
post
went.
Hulkamania, pre Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Bad
post
time.
Hulkamania, but before Stone Cold really hit the scene.
And The Rock and all them.
Yeah, before The Rock. Actually, The Rock was wrestling that night, but no one really even knew who he was.
Was he,
He was
was he
just
a heel?
starting. Yeah, he was a heel. And no
Rocky
one,
Maivia.
no one. Yeah, he went out.
Rocky Maivia.
And I remember. Oh, it's a long story, but anyway, it was before Stone Cold really caught on and wrestling reemerged as like big time.
Okay.
So it was definitely on a low. We went to the Tacoma Dome and we got to go in the dressing rooms and hang out with the wrestlers. And this tells you how long ago this was. Paul Bearer
Right.
Ball bear.
was talking to us in his normal voice.
He was still a manager. I
Was
mean,
that good to meet you, T-Man?
No.
It wasn't like that.
How you doing?
No. All it was like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I got to go out in a few minutes. So I got to get in character here.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah, T-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't you want to hear my story?
It sounds like he's bored with your story.
got more to say. Yes, Randy. I wasn't done with my story.
He
but go
doesn't
ahead.
like story time.
Go ahead, Randy. Yes. He's got places to
I was
go.
gonna say I was also at that wrestling where Ahmed Johnson fought like 5 times, and he fought Farouk.
Oh, really?
And he
Yeah,
got
I remember
hurt
that.
the first-
He wasn't
the first
Farouk
one.
back then. He was Farouk
The third one.
Assad. He wasn't just Farouk. They gave him a last name back then. He was Farouk Assad, and then they just changed it to
Yeah,
Farouk.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's when he came out. He got hurt and came out later that day and fought.
Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday, too. When I saw Raw back a number of years ago, after they were done with the live show, they shot like 5 hours of stuff that they're going to show for the next 3 weeks. So the
Right.
same wrestlers fought like 4 times in the night.
Right.
And
Yeah, I was there.
Farouk got hurt in one of the matches and had to come out all fresh like it was a new match.
I'm good.
But was dying.
Oh, wow.
All right, so did Vinnie the Pooh look like an idiot last night, or did he look cool? Or
Now,
something?
Randy was fine. It looked like he was having fun.
He was having
a
fun.
lot of fun.
And that's what it's all about. It's all about making memories in this
Living
world.
Gasson.
And last night, Vinnie the Pooh and his pops made a memory that they'll be talking about for a lifetime. And that's what this lifetime of ours is all about.
Yeah.
It's about making memories, Terry.
I love you, Dad.
I've always loved you. Even at times when I've gotten frustrated and told you I hate you.
Hallmark moments.
Right. Hallmark moments.
Randy, thank you for the call. Thank you, sir.
Let's make a card.
You know, heart to hearts. Drunk.
When it's all said and done,
Heart to heart's the worst.
all you got is your memories. And this last night
Oh, my God.
is the kind of thing that you'll be talking about 10 years from
yeah,
now.
for sure.
20, 50, 100, 500 years from
Are you
now.
kidding me? 1,000
When
years
you're
from now.
a squirrel in your next life, and you're talking to your dad, the deer, you'll be talking about this memory.
Dad the deer.
You have a bunch of nuts in your mouth. It'd be hard to talk.
So very much kind of like this life. Anyway.
Wow.
I threw them a softball.
I'm waiting for wrestling to make a new resurgence.
Okay, what was my point going to be? What was I getting at
Because
there?
wrestling was weak in '97.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a
sad.
sudden-
So my point was, we went to the Tacoma Dome
Right.
for that little wrestling card, and half the place was empty.
You and I commented, like, remember the Hulkamania days?
Yeah, when this place would have been rocking.
Yeah, 100,000 people at WrestleMania.
I would say the place was actually like 2/3 empty.
Well, like the whole
Wow.
lower bowl was full, and that was it.
Was the lower bowl completely full though?
But it was Tacoma Dome, so it was like they pushed like bleachers in on the sides. It looked really empty.
It looked really empty.
It was sad.
And
we
it
were
was,
like
it
both
was
commented on it.
It was sad, and we thought wrestling would never come back.
Yeah, I thought it was like
But
a
then, like a
dying
year
thing.
later, Stone Cold
Yeah.
and Mankind
The Rock.
and The Rock, they took off.
You couldn't buy tickets.
And then the Ho Train and
Yeah.
jeez.
And then we hooked them up with the Ho Train. The rest is history.
That's right.
And now I'm starting to feel like it's slipping back to those days again.
It is, I think.
Were there a lot of? Could you notice a lot of empty seats last night, or what?
No, you couldn't notice them, but there's no real like standout star like like.
Because all right, it stood out to us how many empty seats there were back in '97 when we were.
If Triple H is still the headliner for WrestleMania, that's kind of sad.
But also
Triple
remember,
H, though, really? He's been there forever.
An Undertaker,
Right.
Yeah,
same names.
same
And-
cat.
but remember, he was totally wasted too, so he wasn't even
He wasn't
paying
noticing-
attention.
he wasn't
I mean,
noticing
he wasn't
much.
looking around. He was focused.
There was never a point last night where you looked around and said, "Wow, there's a lot of empty seats here."
No, I didn't really.
He could care less. Give me another beer.
My seat's full, but my glass is empty. Get me another.
Exactly. I kind of
That's
waited
all.
for the lame match to come out so I could slam another beer.
Can you bring booze down? to the
No.
seats? Yeah, I didn't
No.
think so.
Oh,
I
I
did
was
it.
You
so-
can't bring them to the
No,
seats?
no,
Not even the
Really?
kids?
Not
No,
at wrestling.
No, they stop you right at the curtain.
Because they're afraid you're going to throw it on the wrestlers.
You can't even do that at concerts at the Key, though. It's so weak.
Well, that is pretty weak.
You gotta sit in the corridor and pound it, then run back in.
How can you go to a
like,
sporting event or a concert and not be able to drink in your seat?
Yeah. Sonic games you can. Well, we would know now, but Storm games you can. But yeah, you can't for concerts for some reason.
Wow.
Because, you know, you're an adult, you don't know how to handle a beverage, I guess, by yourself in your seat.
Wow.
Well,
You're going to go nuts and throw it at Richie Sambora's face.
well, the fact of the matter is, any beer that Vinnie the Pooh purchased would have been all over Batista. So,
For sure.
Yeah.
although
Yeah,
he
that's
is
a
a
good
big
point.
dude, right?
No, he's huge. Oh man, it's so big.
So, good time had by all?
Good time.
Okay. As good as you could have expected, or you
Of course. It was better.
was better
Wow.
than your expectations?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there it is.
Pops and Vinny.
All right, Steve wants to make a quick comment. Go ahead, Steve, real quick about what we're talking about. Yes,
yeah,
Steve, yes.
The Godfather back in the day, he used to be Papa Shango.
Yeah, I remember that.
wrestler.
I remember that. Yeah.
Papa Shango?
Papa Shango.
it's
Shango.
shocking how nerdy some wrestling fans are. They know every character for every single person.
You cannot end this segment without me giving you some
I can
wrestling
name
trivia.
a bunch of wrestlers who were different characters.
Oh, yeah. See,
And Mankind was Cactus Jack. We understand that they take on different roles.
that'll go great on your blind date this
Stuff
week.
like that. Then he became Dude Love, and then went back to Cactus Jack, and then Mankind.
Dude
and then
Love.
back to
Dude
Cactus
Love,
Jack.
And
the
Mick
one
Foley,
when
Mick
he was
Foley.
with the puppet, the hand
No,
puppet.
Oh, Jerry, come on.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Dude Love was like that. That was like that
Dude
was,
Love.
Wasn't a funny little dance he
was
did?
the Grand Wizard his manager. Grand Lizard, Great Lizard. Right.
T-Man Show.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Ow.
An investigation by the British newspaper The Sun.
Let me start that again. Hang on a second. Those O's are very effective, don't you think?
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water,
Ow.
lots of water.
Ow!
An investigation by the British.
You gotta do it like that. See, at first you're kind of startled and surprised.
Yes.
And a little bit annoyed, but then when she goes on to tell you the extent of their waste, then you had enough with the ow! All right? You understand?
I do.
Now watch carefully. It's a very professional move.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water,
Ow.
lots of water.
Ow!
An investigation by the British news.
All right, you guys got that down? Who wants to try it first amongst the class
Oh, I
here?
can't get my voice that high. Vinny can go. Vinny, you'll be good at it.
You can't get your voice that high?
Yeah, I
Like my
probably
voice
can.
is so high? Come
Well, you
on.
hit
You gotta
that one
have
pretty
a
high.
range. Gotta have a range. I'll show you one last time.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water,
Ow.
lots of water.
Ow!
An investigation by the British
Who wants
newspaper.
to try first? Come on, be the first gutsy volunteer.
Pasty.
Pasty Dave?
Yes. His hands up and he's ready to roll.
Pasty, you have been elected as the first a volunteer for the O-filled moment, okay? All right. Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Oh.
An investigation by...
Not bad.
Not bad. That's
Not bad because he was the first out of the box.
Yeah, not bad.
Because he was the first in the game. Nicely done, Pacey. We'll not make you have to try it again.
Great.
All right?
He just sat there all casually.
If someone can't get their voice that high, it's definitely Terry.
Oh, yeah,
Terry's
that's
voice is
right.
changing right before our very eyes. It's getting even deeper.
It's all phlegmy.
I think it's going to get deeper. I think it's just going to get deeper again. I think that's what's happening. I think your voice is going through another change. And you're going to really get even, if it's possible, you're going to go even more bassy. Yes.
Really? Is that possible?
You would think no, but wait till you hear it when it's done. All right, Hotshot, it's on you. Come on, here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Oh.
See, you handled it fine. You did fine.
Thank you very much. I'm an old pro.
No.
All right, there's only 2 remaining. It's,
I've been Owen for a long time.
Really,
it's Vinnie the Pooh and Terry for you both gonna have to go. So who wants to be next?
not good at this.
Well, Terry, we'll find out because here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation.
Oh my gosh! See, when you told us you're not good at this, you didn't really capture the essence of how pathetic you would be.
You should know by now, after all these years, how
Right.
bad I am.
Oh wow! And since you got inherited Tiffany Warner's voice since you left,
I know.
you're even worse. How it's pretty sad. You want to give it one more try? Come on, Terry.
No.
Give it one more try. Show me what you got.
Jeez.
Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
But I'm not feeling you. I'm not feeling you in the moment, Terry. Listen to the story. Don't lose sight of the story here. Starbucks is wasting water during a time when natural resources are at a. You don't have to react to what I'm saying. Just wait. Just listen to what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get in the moment.
Natural resources are at a premium. They're going by the wayside. You can't be wasting water at a time like this. Do you understand now? Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An
Terry, I thought you'd been Owen for a long time.
Different kind of Owen.
All right. But isn't the Earth 2/3 water? We're really out of water.
We're running out.
Okay.
Vinnie the Pooh. Most of it's not drinkable, though. Vinnie the Pooh.
All right.
You can't just go diving into the Pacific and start gulping away.
Take the salt out. Make it happen, guys.
Okay, yeah, we'll just strain the salt out. Good move. Anyway, we'll get back to Terry in a moment. Vinnie, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, you wanted a high pitch? You wanted you want a little soprano voice? Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Vinnie the Pooh actually so far is the best.
I know he is.
That was the best one.
Really?
That was the best one. Right there.
I wasn't listening. I need to hear him do it
Because
again.
he sounded the most like me. That's why.
I know he did.
All right?
All right.
Now let's all do it together. Ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British newspaper The Sun estimates the company wastes up to 6 million gallons of water a day, every day. The paper says company health and safety
That one sounded
rules mean
painful.
That's when you start getting a little agitated with what you're hearing.
I think you pulled a grain when you did that.
That means that you've had enough with this story. You can't take anymore. How could they go about wasting, what'd they say, 6 million gallons of water a day?
Yes.
Ow!
Wow. Ouch.
3 different O's in one sentence.
Actually, now, I don't want any reaction. I want to actually hear this story
Okay.
now. This is not funny anymore. You kidding me? I'm going to go to Tully's twice today because of this.
Should be anyway.
I was only going to go once.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
I didn't even know there.
An investigation by the British newspaper The Sun estimates the company wastes up to 6 million gallons of water a day, every day. The paper says company health and safety rules mean all Starbucks stores worldwide keep water running constantly into a small sink to clean utensils and wash away food residue.
Wow.
The Sun claims Starbucks wastes enough water every day to quench a drought-stricken African nation or fill an Olympic swimming pool every 83 minutes.
They could fill an Olympic swimming pool every 83 minutes with the water they're wasting?
Yes.
Well, do you think maybe you could turn it off or what?
You would think.
Do they have the off?
They have
little
the ability.
part of the nozzle or
yes,
what?
Yes. Yes.
Turn it off!
Yeah.
You want clean utensils.
I understand
Well,
you
but-
want clean utensils, but there's got to be a way to have clean utensils and not waste so much water. You don't have to keep the water running all day long.
But for them, it's an efficiency thing. Because, I mean, I've watched them and I've seen the water that they're talking about, and it is.
All the things that outrage people about Starbucks, this is it.
Yeah, the water.
All the reasons to be outraged by them.
Okay, you know what? You're moved by a lot of things. Apparently, you're not moved by water shortages. Yeah. Apparently, you're moved by animal rights, little issues, blah, blah, blah. But you don't realize the extent of the water issues that exist out there. Let me just put it this way, so maybe you'll start to understand, and maybe this will actually hit home with you to the point where you actually realize the potential damages that the water shortage could cause. They say that the only thing that could do in the city of Las Vegas that I know you love almost as much as me,
right?
They say that Las Vegas will not be there 50 to 100 years from now. You know why?
Water.
There you go.
It's in a desert, of course. It's going to be the funniest day ever.
Okay, but
dried up.
Fine.
It's like the Mayan ruins. They'll look back and say, what were these people doing here?
They'll try to figure it out.
The only person still living is Siegfried. He'll still be alive 100 years from now.
Yes. And he'll still be training white tigers that don't exist.
But you can't feel sorry for him for building a giant resort in a desert. Of course it's not going to work.
All right, so you're cool with the water just running nonstop, never turned off.
I'm cool with it, but
every once in a while they stick a fork under there, and it all is worthwhile to you.
I'm not defending them, but they do have more stores than anybody on the planet. But I'm sure every coffee shop does that. But they're the ones that take the heat because they have 6 billion stores.
I'm not so sure that every fast food chain, every coffee shop does it in this fashion. All right, and they just singled out Starbucks for no good reason. I think they singled out Starbucks here because they're one of the few, if not the only, franchise, the only corporation of a fast food variety that runs their water nonstop and could fill an Olympic swimming pool with the water they're wasting every 87 minutes.
I've worked at like an ice cream place, and they have the water running all the time for the scooper. Just continues to run to clean the scooper off. So I've worked in places where they do that. Yeah, it's wasteful, but what are you going to do?
Well, I worked at the Ponderosa, and I washed dishes.
Ooh, me wrist.
Okay? I washed dishes. Burned. So I was there firsthand on the front lines of this situation. And we didn't have the water running constantly. I had a pump that every time I hit the on switch, it was squirting out the side, one of the sides that it wasn't supposed to, and burning my wrist.
Right.
If it was water running constantly, I wouldn't have had these never-ending permanent scars on my wrists.
Permanent scars.
Which I don't have, I just made up. But
I understand.
They didn't have the running water situation then. I can tell you that firsthand. I was a dishwasher when I was 16 at the Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Sounds like a nice place.
Yeah.
It was not a nice place. If you've ever seen a fast food steakhouse, you probably haven't. It made the Sizzler look like the finest dining establishment in the world.
Really?
All right? Yes. Even the people at the Sizzler laughed at us at the Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Wow.
You can get a ribeye for $4.99, and that's today's prices.
Come on, no, you can't.
I swear to you,
$4.99 for a ribeye.
You get a ribeye for $1.99. Back when I was 16, and what was it like? When did I get my working papers? I just remember like mid '80s sometime. I don't know.
Wow.
Mid-late 80s?
Great deal.
Something like that.
What kind of stads will I be enjoying with my ribeye?
You get
jeez.
a baked potato.
Wow.
Tasty.
Oh, yeah.
All for $1.99?
Well, now it would be about $4.
No, but back in the day it was $1.99.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, what a deal.
Mm-hmm. Give them $2, you get a penny back.
A penny back. I'm going to need my penny. For my tip.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water.
Ow.
Lots of water.
Ow! Oh, we did that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Kelly, you're on the air.
She wants to try it out, too.
Hello?
Yes, Kelly. Would you like to play our game?
No.
Oh.
I wanted to tell Hot Shot Scott he's wrong.
He's wrong how?
You said every coffee shop probably runs water all day long.
I'm sure some do. I'm sure Starbucks does tend to take the heat for other places that do the same thing because they're obviously more recognizable. But you worked at a place...
Yeah, you take on 20 customers a minute.
You worked at a place that didn't run the water constantly. Is that right?
What?
Are you going to tell us that... Oh, geez. Are you going to tell us you worked at a place that didn't run the water constantly, I imagine?
I can't hear you.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
All right, just say what you wanted to say.
I just wanted to tell Hot Shot Scott he's wrong.
Are you going to give an example of how he's wrong, or are you just this...
Yeah, well, he said that every coffee shop probably
we heard that
runs
part.
water like that. But you can put ice on it with some cold water. It doesn't need to be running.
Put some ice on it, baby.
I never tried that, but it sounds good. I'm into new things.
But you never worked at a place that didn't run the water that you can give us as an example. Oh, she hung up. It would really be nice if our callers could actually hear us so we could have a little give and take type moment here on the program.
You mean on a call-in radio show? You want people to actually hear you?
Most call-in radio shows, the listeners that call in can hear the host.
It's true. When you do listen to other shows.
Pasty's not even listening to me right now, so how fitting is that? He's on
But
the
he's
phone.
on the phone.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You hate to bother you there.
Yes, yes.
I was mentioning on the air that it'd be nice if our callers could actually hear us.
Oh.
So that we could have a give and take exchange type moment.
Right.
Yes.
I did not know they were not able to hear you.
But
You never realized that, huh?
No.
Going on for about, I'd say 5-10 years.
but
now.
is it really
I don't think it's
something
anything you
that
can
he can
adjust.
do?
Well, he could tell the engineers.
Well, but
You could tell the engineers, and they could try something.
we
I mean,
tell
as
them
opposed
all
to
the time.
sitting in their little engineer hut and telling ghost stories all day.
Yeah, it's the quality that they can't hear. It's not the volume, Pasty. It sounds pretty muffled when you're talking to us.
Mm-hmm. Mike, you're on the air.
What's going on, T-Man?
How are you, Mikey?
I'm doing pretty good.
Can you hear me okay when I talk? Can you hear what I'm saying or no?
Yeah, I can hear everything you say.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just a phone
I think
then.
it's
Yeah,
Pasty.
Pasty, back to your calls. Yes, Mike. What can I do for you?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna tell you, man. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm from the Show Me State, Casey, Mo, and we still got Ponderosas down there, man. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're from Missouri?
Oh yeah.
And the last of the dying Ponderosa breed is in
Missouri?
Kansas City. It's in Kansas
Ponderosas
City.
are still around, man. You probably even find some in Kansas, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what. I used
still
to,
down there in that area.
obviously during my breaks, I used to take on the cuisine at the fine Ponderosa Steakhouse,
Oh, yeah,
and
the puddings in your hand.
I can't lie to you and tell you I don't miss it, my friend.
Right.
And I'm sure you can echo those same sentiments. You kind of miss the paper-thin ribeye.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Kansas City, man, we got some of the best barbecue around.
Mm-hmm. And you miss the Ponderosa Steakhouse, don't
ribs
you?
and all that stuff come in hand, when you're doing barbecue. So.
Uh-huh.
No,
Well,
but not when you're in a restaurant.
anyway.
But hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna get off my phone, man. I'm in this traffic, man. Coming down
Okay,
South Seattle.
everyone can. Everyone doesn't have much time for us.
I just
Yeah, teammate, gotta leave me alone. I gotta move on. I had enough with the call today. Oh, come on, hang on the line. Let's talk more.
He's looking at Ponderosa.
Am I imposing upon these listeners to talk to me on the radio, Terry?
No, but
Yeah, I gotta get going, teammate.
gotta sit in this traffic.
No, you can't talk me out of it. I'm out of here.
Oh, that looks tasty.
Jimmy, you're on the air.
Hey, T-Man, what's up?
What's up, Jimmy?
Nothing much.
Yes.
Want to play the game.
You want to do what now? Oh, you want to play the game?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. A volunteer to play the game.
Yeah.
You realize that we're offering no prizes, and still you want to play the game? You just want to play the game for your own fun and your own benefit?
Yeah, I can care less if I win anything.
Uh-huh. Just wants to play the game for the game's sake.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, now that you've established that you're playing the game for the game's sake, I hope you're going to be good at it.
I think I'll be better than
It
Vinnie
would be
and you.
pretty set. Be better than who? Than me? I am the
Yes.
game. You can't be better than the game. I'm the game. It's my game.
You sound like Triple H now.
Listen, Triple H may spew a bunch of crap that doesn't make sense to you, but this is my game, all right? I'm the Parker Brothers. Oh, never mind. All right, he wants to play the game.
Yes, let
Let's
him
give him
play.
his moment. Are you ready? Are you ready,
ready.
Jimmy? Do you need any moments of preparation? Oh, okay.
Now he's ready.
Now it sounds like he's truly ready. Do you need to turn that radio down a little bit or whatever noise is in the background there or what?
I'm good.
You need your full attention here if you're really going to play the game. As I said, it'd be really sad and pathetic is after you volunteer to play the game if you're really weak at it, all right? So
I'm
make
ready.
sure you do a good job. Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation.
Hello?
I can't hear.
Oh, my God.
Play one more time.
We better get that damn wax out of your ears there, Jimmy. And it sounds like he just choked Terry. He's using the excuse of he couldn't hear.
No,
He was
I'm
talking
serious.
much
I couldn't
mess
hear
about
anything.
he was going to be better than you,
Oh,
the
geez.
game.
Okay, I like it better that way.
All right, let me turn the mics off.
All right.
Let me turn the mics off. Give him his ability to completely concentrate here. So he'll have no excuses.
Gotcha.
And let's hear Jimmy play the game.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British newspaper The Sun estimates the.
Really?
Not bad.
It was mediocre to good.
Yeah, from the phone.
But not better than the game.
He was mediocre to good. The only problem was he was a little late. He was a little tardy
Yes.
with the O's. You got to be right there. Got to be right there on it.
Might be some kind of delay with the phone, though. I'm making excuses for him now.
Yeah, don't.
There's a delay if he's listening through the radio, but there's no delay if he's actually on the phone.
Yeah, it might be a little bit.
Is there a delay in your brain, Jimmy? It was pretty good, Jimmy. I was quite impressed. I wasn't let down. I was good with it. But I think you got a little bit of a better rendition in your repertoire. You ready to go again? Here we go, James.
Company wastes up to...
Wait, hold on. Let me start. Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
You're still a little late.
Yeah, he is.
I think there's a delay.
I like your O pitch.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Yeah, it needs to be that high pitched. That's I'm
That you established.
I'm shocked out of my socks kind of sound. Yes. Which you are incapable of reaching,
Well,
Terry.
that's a given.
Oh. Jimmy, I'm gonna give you a CD for that effort. Nicely done.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Way to go.
See that? It was a game that had no prizes to be won, and yet he found a way.
Yes.
Oh. He may have been better than me, Terry.
No.
Oh, thank you for noticing. Okay, yeah.
No one's better than you.
Well, now Jimmy's starting to trend. A lot of people calling in want to play the game. We find the most simple and yet never-ending fun-filled games.
Yes.
Yes.
Very childish, but fun.
Don't pretend like you won't be playing it at work all through the day, even though you don't have the audio at your disposal.
But they'll be doing it when it comes to like get the water cooler. People will be talking.
I missed
and
it again. You played it too quick.
Jake!
We haven't even played it, Jake.
Jake's playing the game before the game even starts.
Well, you did send him the home version.
Jake?
Yeah.
You ready to go here?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go, Jake.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Oh, man.
You and Jimmy need to get together, and between the two of you got perfect timing. You're way too quick, a little premature attack.
Oh, yeah, his O's are always a little too quick.
Turn off the mic like you did for Jimmy and see if you can.
He goes, ah.
No,
Jake, you sucked.
Okay. Jay, from Jay to Jay. You ready?
Jimmy, Jake, and Jay?
Jimmy, Jake, and Jay. Yeah, the three triple J's. Are you ready to go here, Jay?
Really?
Go.
Apparently your name has to start with J.
To play the game.
You ready, Jay?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British newspaper
Jay, first off, on the first O, we could barely hear you. The second O was extremely tardy.
All right, let's do it again.
He's ready to go. Damn.
Jay, are you sure you're ready for this? Maybe a bit off, a little more than you could chew this morning. You probably called, didn't think you'd get through, and now here you are, and you're embarrassing yourself in front of all your friends, family, and coworkers.
Come on, let's do it.
All right. One more shot for Jay. Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation.
I don't mind your pitch. You made it your own. That's good. But again, the timing is off, Jay.
Wasn't the first one a little bit better? The second one is the tardy one, right?
I got a half a CD for you. Hang on. All right, Jay?
All right.
All right, half a CD for Jay. Literally break it in half and mail it to him. Mr. Grinch wants to give it a try.
Yeah, hello.
Mr. Grinch, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
And you call because you're dying of an unbelievable level of interest to play our game.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
That's what I called for. I got it down, let me tell you.
It's amazing the trivial things that we can get the listeners all excited about, Terry.
That is true.
We've had that ability for many a year now.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Mr. Grinch, your season is quickly approaching, and now your time is here.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British newspaper
The
I
O's.
think I skipped one. Let's do it again.
Well, the O's come quick. I just got to make sure you're ready for that.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
He reversed them.
They always do. I'm glad people know that it takes a trained professional to do this. Not everyone can jump in here, and it's just tough.
Maybe you want to go to broadcasting school. Maybe you want to get an internship before you're really ready to take this on. A lot of people are jumping the gun here. All right, Mr. Grinch, one more chance. Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Oh man, the same pitch.
How'd I do on that one?
I like the enthusiasm with the O's. Don't get me wrong, but the timing again. But wow,
Still doing it.
You got to add a little bit to it.
Yeah, I want you actually to get more excited this time. I'm going to give you one last shot, and I want to see you if you have any more energy still left in the reserve tank. Okay?
You got it.
Give me everything you got here. Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British newspaper.
I don't really know for sure what's going on in his car, Terry, but give him 2 CDs for that.
Oh,
effort.
wow.
2 CDs.
Big winner.
For Mr. Grinch. I mean one. Mr. Grinch. How about a woman, Terry?
Please.
How about a woman trying to play our game?
Why not?
And what game is this?
I don't know.
haven't a clue. We've made it up in the past 5 minutes. Kayla, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How are you, Kayla?
Really?
Dying to play our game?
I am.
All right, here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the...
Kind of like a woman playing this game. I'm really feeling the benefits of a woman calling and playing this game.
Have her do it again.
I feel
Have her
she's-
do it
I
again.
feel like she's saying ooh. That's instead of oh. I think she needs to do it
She's
again.
from Canada. Anyway.
Okay, that makes sense now.
There's been a request for you to do it again, Kayla.
Okay.
All right? Not that it didn't do a lot for us, but really get into the moment, okay?
A little more less ooh.
I want you to lay back and like it, Kayla, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British...
Oh, man. As I was saying to you, I'm really liking our game now. The only people not liking our game, I think, is Starbucks.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Do we need to hear that clip one more time?
Yeah, we don't like our Sonics team leaving. So there. It's even. Not really.
Serves them right for running our basketball team out of frickin' town.
Oh, jeez.
Kayla,
Yes.
that was very good.
Thank you.
Where are you going to be owing later?
Nowhere. I'll be going home here.
Oh, this is the climactic part of her day then, I guess.
She's going home. Definitely not owing at home.
Well, if this is then the climax of your day, one more... Hey, maybe it's a cheap thrill Terry or something, I don't know. One more time for me, all right? Here we go!
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British...
Give her 5 CDs!
Whoa!
She's excited now.
To her giggle.
That's all it takes.
5 CDs come your way, Kayla.
Thank you.
Hey, I get a half tank. That's worth 5 CDs, Terry.
Now that's a new twist to the game.
Oh, I love a new twist to my half tanks, Terry. Mm-hmm.
Ladies, call in now.
Kayla, do you want to go for?
Everybody else.
Do you want to
Thank
go?
you.
Do you want to go for a 6 CD by giving me a 3/4 tank?
Oh.
Huh? Huh? Here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water. An investigation by the British
All right, she's down to 4 CDs.
Oh, it's going against her.
That's fine. Nicely done, Kayla.
Good
Stop
job.
while you're ahead there, Kayla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll quit her while she's ahead.
You'll be down to an 8-track before you know it.
Oh, wow.
You know, I look up at the call board and there's just lines of people wanting to play our game.
Like you're not having fun.
I know, but I feel like I'm letting people down if we actually go to commercial now, Terry, because we're backed up a little bit here and we can't go on forever, you know.
Thank
well,
you, Activia.
good, but that is your show.
All right, let me put a bunch of people on together. Let's
Yes.
get a multiple O moment going.
Okay, multiples.
All right.
We
Yeah,
like
let's get a crew of guys because that's seeming like the bunch that's next up. Brett, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Brett, can you hear me?
Say
it now. So stupid.
All right, Brett, I want you to say hi to Mix. Mix, can you hear me?
It's the mix, baby. What's up?
Mix, can you hear me?
Good, Mix. Okay. Why don't you guys say hi to Marshall? Marshall, can you hear me?
Hell yeah.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Say hi to Mix and Brett there, Marshall.
Hi to Vix and Brad.
And why not one more? Let's go with Joe. Joe, Mix, Marshall, and Brett. It's a nice quartet. Quartet 4?
It is,
All
yes.
right, good.
All day. What goes down?
Joe, say hi to Marshall, Mix, and Brett.
Hey.
This is a little awkward.
I know.
What's up, Joe? Hey, what's up?
What about Brett and Mix?
And
Brett? What's up, Joe? Everybody.
Can we get there's got to be a girl out there, no? Can we find
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
find a
club?
girl.
You want to throw in one girl?
Can we?
4 guys on one girl?
Yeah, break up the weirdness a little bit. Yeah, they all seem a little uncomfortable.
All right, fine. I understand Corey's a girl. Corey, are you there?
Yeah?
Corey, say hi to, Brett, Mix, Marshall, and Joe.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, now they're all talking. hey, he's going to get the girl every time.
It's the party line. That's right.
Oh my gosh,
We
live.
got Dwayne and Rerun also on the line. All right. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Mix. Don't let us down, by the way.
He's a Terry Camera?
He is. He's on right now.
Figured. Okay.
He's multitasking,
Okay,
by the way.
if you want to watch the video of Mix in action, if you want to watch the mix of Mix, on both camera and the audio of the radio. You can punch up Terry Cam through the tmanshow.com right now. That's the tmanshow.com, the tmanshow.com. Okay, I got Mix, I got Marshall, I got Brett, I got Corey, I got Joe, and why don't we throw in Teddy while we're at it? Oh,
Teddy?
I just knocked off Corey. Wow.
Oh, boo.
You suck.
Sorry, you got
Well,
me.
lock in Teddy just so we're good.
Teddy, are you there?
I'm here.
Teddy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Remember earlier I told you I couldn't get my voice that high? Yeah, whatever.
Teddy, find me another hot-sounding girl on the line there, Pasty.
Corey was perfect.
Maybe you can call Corey back. No, you don't got her number? It's a shame.
I love a nice Corey.
I just knocked her off. Teddy, why don't you say hi to Joe, a Marshall, a Mix, and a Brett?
Marshall Mix. Oh.
No, not yet. Whoever's starting up. Oh, you got Corey back on the line? Really? Okay, good. Corey, can you hear me? Corey?
I can hear you.
Corey.
Hello.
Yes, Corey. Okay, you're back, right, Corey?
I'm back.
Same Corey. Okay, say hi now to Teddy. Say hi to Teddy, Corey.
What?
Say hi to Teddy. Or Teddy say, oh, geez, forced highs.
Hi.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. You.
I'm going to count to 3, and here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water.
Oh.
An investigation by the
Oh, they all missed it.
It's a cluster of
Come
Well,
on.
that's because you had some people
Puke.
who, they were late
All right,
and
you
ran
guys-
into the next.
You guys are going to have to, oh, geez. You guys are going to, I don't know what's going on with one of these guys. I think that was Mix. You guys are going to have to find a certain level of teamwork.
Jeez.
All right?
Come on, man. Let's do this right.
That was really kind of weak.
That's mixed.
That was
the captain.
pathetic. Let's try this again and really feel each other, okay?
Let's feel it.
You first.
Come on.
Corey, take it easy.
Oh, that's.
All right, here we go.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water,
Oh.
lots of water.
Oh.
An investigation by the British newspaper.
Oh, man.
The Knicks got it, man.
Not bad. We'll cut our losses while we're ahead right there. Nice job. Give everyone a CD there.
Good
Paige.
job, you guys.
Our quintet or our sextet or whatever Ted it was.
Big Ted.
Did a fine job.
Wow.
But for those who need to hear it done one last time in perfect formation.
Starbucks is taking heat for wasting water, lots of water.
Oh!
An
Even I was a little off.
All right, you just lost your CD.
I
Give it
lost
back.
the moment. Oh, damn. I have to give it back. Oh, crap.
The T-Man Show.
Oh, we're late on this, Terry.
Yeah.
So much
okay.
fun playing our game.
I know.
These are the ways you become number one in the market, Terry, with games like, oh!
Is that what it's called?
Take note of that, Vinnie the Pooh. Come on. We are late for the T-Man Pays Your Bills moment, but a bill has been pulled. It is right here in my right hand. I'm my left, I'm right. And it belongs to a lady out there named Beverly Gates. Hopefully no relation to Bill, because I'm assuming that family has more of an ability to pay their bills than the average family in the Pacific Northwest. All right, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay, but Beverly Gates has a MCI. What is this? This is an MCI phone bill. MCI still exists?
I guess.
Like MCI.
Is that cell phone or is that?
It says the neighborhood built by MCI, so I'm assuming it's a landline.
Oh, boy.
People have landlines?
MCI, yes. $319.50 here is what you owe. It's your balance that is due upon receipt. They don't even give you a due date. Upon receipt. As soon as you get it, do nothing before you send us our money.
$319 for a landline. Holy crap. What do you call it?
Well, something tells me
months
this
is that?
this is months upon months of charges being accumulated here.
That better be 10 months.
Because her current charges are $69.74.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
But her total amount due is $319.50, and we could just pay the current charge, but we'll pay the entire balance due upon receipt of this letter. And we know you're getting them, Beverly.
Don't act like you're not. We have the right address.
So, Beverly, you did the smart thing, and you sent it to the T-Man Show, and now look where you're at. You're in a position that if you call back in, let's give her 40 minutes. She's got a landline. She's probably, Doesn't sound like one of our most contemporary listeners, but whatever. All right.
What's the first name?
1-866 Beverly.
There you go.
663.
You nailed it.
A lot of 19-year-old Beverlys.
Tons.
Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying this contest brings out of the woodwork a lot of different types of people out there that I'm sure, as I pointed out, would from time to time badmouth our station and now are loving every inch of us.
Yes.
Oh, it was bad. I got one
We got
yesterday.
inches to spare, by the way. You got what?
I got one yesterday. Some guy just, you could tell, like, he didn't even know what this place was.
Mm-hmm.
And
But you're paying bills, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He thought all he had to do was just drop off his bills, and you're going to take care of him, right? Like that was,
Oh, you were at the front desk and some guy came down with his bills
Yeah.
and thought that's all that the promotion
that was it.
really had in store as far as...
They weren't even opened yet. Just, you guys pay bills, right? Here.
Yeah, I heard on the radio, guys, you're paying people's bills?
Wow.
I was like,
Just dropped off a big
sir,
bucket of them.
There's a contest.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason there's not a
me?
line around the block.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to listen to that hoodlum music now?
Music.
Beverly,
Wow.
if you are listening and you call back in 40 minutes or less at 1-866-663-A-T-MAN, that is 10 bonus minutes I'm allotting you, you will get your $319.50 bill paid off here. And then MCI can finally turn off the lights and close the doors and move on with their lives.
Yeah.
They're waiting on Beverly's payment before they can just move on.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know MCI. I've heard of them, but I didn't even know they're still out there.
Yeah.
With all the cell phone companies, you don't hear about MCI anymore. All the phone companies.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. So it's a toll-free number, Beverly. Give us a call.
Come on, Bev.
1-866-663-T-MAN. Now, as you know, Terry, we've been following the life and times of one, a dump, a truck, a guy.
Oh, I know.
Now, today is a very important day. In the first day of the rest of his life kind of mentality that he's in right now.
Yes.
Joanne Millionairs, just to recap, or for those who, believe it or not, may not be in the know, has more or less packed up and walked out of the dump truck guy's life after 15 years of marriage and children. She got all engulfed in her little MySpace account. She found out about the whole other world that exists out there. And dump truck guy's mullet wasn't looking so sparkling and attractive to her anymore.
Right.
But boy, will it get him going in Vegas, because that's where he's going today, Terry.
Yes.
Not tomorrow. Not next week.
And he looks all fine and dandy on cam.
He's on Terry Cam this morning?
He is.
He's already boozing.
Boozing
Really?
good.
Oh, the pre-funk starts
Oh, my God.
even before you wake up, doesn't it?
Yep.
Where is his big introduction theme that I'm stalling for time trying to find? My goodness. There we go.
Representing butt rockers worldwide. Carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between.
We'll have
President
his
of
die
the
hard.
blue-collar workers. Even though he wears a tank top. Here's Dump Truck Guy.
Yeah, this is Beverly Gates. Accept my billing, you call my name.
I'm sorry, what was that now? What did he say?
He said this is Beverly Gates.
What's cracking?
Dumpy, what time is the flight?
12:30.
A little noontime flight to Vegas, a little lunchtime extravaganza should have you there without delays, which of course there will be, at around 2:45.
I'll tell you exactly. Hang on 2 seconds. 2-2.
And the person sitting next to him.
No, you don't have to tell me. It's probably if it's 12:30, they probably get you in at 3:02 unless you have a connection.
2:54.
2:54. All right,
There you go.
I was 8 minutes off.
Ooh.
So 3:04, I'll be getting my bag.
Yeah, you wish.
3:14, I'll be sucking on Bud Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Are you checking a
doing
bag?
that now.
You checking a bag for Vegas?
Checking a bag. It's got to look right. He's a single man now. If he was going with his wife, it'd be a carry-on.
Give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they check hefty bags.
Dumpy bought a couple of striped shirts. He's going to wear to the clubs in Vegas.
Sure.
Yeah, right. I got my
Right.
Dockers, I got my dress shoes, I got my freaking fresh new Nikes.
He's got his Doc Martens.
Dockers.
Dumpy,
His hair looks very good.
there's been some that have noticed that your hair, even for your little style has gotten
Sparkling white.
a little overly bleached and a little overly long in the back. I mean, even the mullets mullet.
Never gets overly long. It ain't hitting my ass back, so it ain't long enough.
Even the mullets in the mullet heyday weren't so far down your back, way below your shoulders, more than halfway down your back, and we're wondering if it needs a little trim.
No trimming.
Mm-hmm.
I told you when I'm cutting it, and it ain't reached that point yet. So there you go.
You're cutting it when it reaches your ass. When it reaches your ass crack.
Yeah, when I go. Not to be rude and crude, but when I wipe my butt.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
thanks.
thanks.
Time to cut it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Too late.
There you go. There's your update for those who thought Dumpy's hair was, even for people who appreciate a nice mullet, and you know who you are, because there's only 3 of you.
When you grow for like 10 years, it's like impossible to cut it.
It's getting really long, though, lengthwise, Dumpy. I mean,
like it.
Yeah, it's not to your ass crack quite yet, but it's getting close. I mean, even you have to...
You still got probably about 6 inches to go.
Mm-hmm. 6 inches to go.
There you go.
All right.
Who's the lucky passenger that gets to sit by him today
I know.
on the flight?
I don't know.
They're
But
gonna
you
love
ain't sitting in the window. So there you go.
Get your ass out.
So,
all you gotta hear is my freaking iPod just rocking the town, man, for 2 hours.
And your trip is scheduled from Tuesday, and you come back Friday, or what is it? Come back Friday.
Night. Unless it went big, then I might not be coming back.
He's got this win big mentality, Terry.
Right, but you have the...
With the concept of winning big comes the prospect of losing big, and I warned him about that yesterday.
It's all good, man.
But you're gonna be pounding Bud Lights.
Damn skippy.
If you're playing at the tables and with this mentality of winning big, you can switch over to more, costly type alcoholic beverages. You realize that, and they'll give them to you free. They'll be a little watered down, but
and never come.
I always do better when I get a little buzz on, man. Never fails.
So, are you gonna drink anything else besides beer or no?
Tequila.
Probably a little Cuervo.
Oh, he's a Cuervo guy. That's right.
Oh, that made my
and
stomach
Cuervo's
hurt.
extra combustible in Vegas because when you drink a lot of Cuervo like Dumpy does, and he's got a majorly large capacity, Terry. I mean, his tolerance is way high, but
yeah.
I mean, he'll drink so much that even no matter how big a tolerance you have, Cuervo will do one of two things for you. Either you want to fight someone or someone.
Yeah.
I ain't fighting.
Oh, so his plans are the other.
You only have 2 options when you drink a ton of Cuervo. You're either fighting or screwing. To put
that ain't right. You can't screw when you drink Cuervo, dude.
Well, then I guess you're fighting. All right, maybe you can't screw when you drink Cuervo, but if that's the case, then I guess you're fighting because you only have 2 options if you drink as much as it sounds like you're prepared to drink.
I already got a broken knuckle on my right hand. I'm not fighting.
You almost a broken knuckle?
Yeah.
Somebody been punching walls?
Front doors.
Oh my gosh!
So
it's been a while.
Really?
It's been like 3 weeks, so it's starting to feel better, but it still looks like the gimp, man. So
Dumpy's been going through
I know
this.
next time I hit something, it's gonna hurt bad. So
that's why I'm saying the Vegas kind of atmosphere combined with too much Cuervo is a combustible little recipe for disaster. So I hate to be any kind of buzzkill. You deserve, after all you've been through, with what Joanne Million Hairs has put you through over the past month or so. Now that you are officially a single man, and do you see yourself like that? Because I don't think you should be going to Vegas until you truly see yourself as what it seems like you are. And that's a single man who doesn't have his divorce papers worked out, but how do you see yourself right now? Do you still see yourself as a married man or a single man?
Separated man.
He has to go off the board every time.
Yeah, he's
Terry.
like leaving the door open for, can't just say single.
We are ready.
I'm telling him there's only 2 options with Cuervo. Fighting and he says he's going to do something else. I tell him it's 2 options, single or married, and he goes off the board for separated.
Right.
There you go. That's what I am, man. That's reality.
So what can a separated guy do in Vegas? Can a separated guy, let's not talk about you. Let's take the pressure off you. Can a separated guy go down to Vegas and if he sees a hot-ass little cocktail waitress that wants to be brought the ruckus, can he bring her the ruckus and it be completely acceptable and understandable because he's separated?
No.
Well, that's the bad man. He's trying. Why is he going to be faithful? He thinks he has to be faithful when he's separated, when his wife has left him.
But you know what? He's playing it safe.
Oh my
Truly
gosh,
he is.
It's so sad.
But the thing is that he doesn't want to give her any ammo. Yes, but he doesn't want to give her any ammo or any reason to. I mean, he's got kids.
Do you think he really, in his mind, doesn't believe that? He's just saying that on the air so that his...
I think he's being really smart.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Well, if you're right about that, then I'd have to agree with you. But I'm not sure that that's the way he feels. I'm not sure that he's just saying that on the air, but in his mind, he's thinking, I'm going to screw anything that moves, that lets me, or even doesn't.
Right, or doesn't.
If that's the case... I don't think he's good. If that's the case, then I'm good.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that. I feel like Dumpy is still trying to win his wife back. And he feels like if he cheats on her and he sees it as cheating, that would hurt his chances.
Well, I
don't know.
We'll never
yeah,
know.
I'm still married. It's still legal, so that's the way I feel, man.
She abandoned you.
I understand that.
Yeah, she did leave. I mean, that means something, right?
But I'll be the first to admit I'm not the perfect person to live with either, so...
Oh, jeez. Now he's being...
But neither is she, so there you go. But you know what? When I have issues with her, I don't leave.
You got to delay this. You got to delay this Vegas trip. You're not in the right mentality.
I agree. Wait till you can go down there.
You're not in the right mindset. You're still batty in the head right now.
But he
I'm telling him he's batty in the head right now. He's not ready for this Vegas trip. He's got to delay it. Tell Southwest
I think he
it's
needs
off.
it.
Yeah, I mean, wait till you can go down there and do some damage to some people.
You got to do some damage down there. And the damage is going to be done to you the way it sounds right now. But I already have people on the line that are ready, willing, and very excited about the prospect of having sex with you in Vegas. Let me put on a caller or two that is really excited about maybe bumping into you this week in Vegas. Caller, are you there?
Good morning! yeah. I would, but his shaved face makes his face look like 14 times bigger. So
yeah, you know that, right?
Shaved face does look
totally
nutty.
shaved all his facial hair.
I noticed that yesterday, and let me
Yeah.
just put it this way.
What?
Gay never looked more womanly. Gay phone operator never looked more feminine than without his goatee, Terry. He looks like your embarrassing aunt now.
You know what? I look like a fat lesbian, and I don't need you to point out any,
You
that I
look like a
any
fat
woman.
lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you said it first.
Yes,
you
he
look like
did.
a fat lesbian at a Storm game. Now that you have shaved your goatee, everyone who hasn't seen Gay Phone Operator's new look on Terry
Hold
Cam,
on.
you owe it to yourself to go to the tmanshow.com right now and punch up Terry Cam and go see what he looks like without his goatee.
There he
looks
is.
They
like
have a big screen.
It's on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, you're going to need the widescreen. All right, I got to take a break. Hang on, guys. Hang on. And I also got Beverly Gates on the line. Beverly, are you there? Beverly?
Yes,
jeez.
I'm here.
Wow, she's a kind of young-sounding Beverly. All right, you're a winner.
Thank you.
Yes, well done.
Thank you very much.
You got
That's young? Or
That
I don't know,
is?
maybe it's not.
Yeah, I
maybe
think
it's not.
65.
How old
Oh,
are you?
gosh.
Hello?
How old are you, Beverly?
I am 52.
Oh, Lord. Hang on.
What if she tricked you to think that she was 22 and met you at the mall today? You were dialed in.
I'd still be there.
That's true.
They come out of the woodwork for this promotion, Terry.
Unbelievable.
Oh, T-Man pays your bills, brings all kinds of new listeners to the T-Man in the Morning Show. I'm sure they're loving every second of the little gay phone operator,
Yes.
the shaved goatee, and dump truck guy. My wife left me a moment here. 1-866-663 T-Man, back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
While dump truck guy continues to pack his suitcase.
Got the briefs.
He's got his stunner shades on.
Well, he continues to pack his Vegas gear for his big, important, much-needed trip, Terry. I think he should delay it. While he continues to download some new songs for his iPod for his very vital trip to Las Vegas. I got the I Miss You mix.
Right.
I got the I'm Lonely mix.
Come back to me, Mix.
The Come Back to Me Now mix.
Right.
I have to poke at him like this, Terry, because I gotta get him out of shape here. Well, he continues to do that. We'll get back to him in a couple of minutes. And the gayest of phone operators who, for whatever reason, has shaven his goatee, and I'm sure they're lining up in mass force, Terry, to see Gay with his new look, because it is, like, beyond pathetic.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could look so womanly. I swear.
I didn't either.
He used to knock us for saying he sounded kind of feminine with, he used to deny that was the case. He always felt that I overstated, that he sounds effeminate when he speaks, which can or cannot be typical with your average gay man.
That's not true.
He never thought he had that gayish twang, if you will. He always denied it. Now I know I'm right with the fact that he shaved his goatee and he looks like a female. All right?
Yes.
He's got some feminine qualities to him, which perhaps added or contributed or led to the whole product that is that of a gay man. I don't know what the whole long and short of it is, but I can tell you this. Since he shaved the goatee, I looked at it. I didn't look today. I can't bear to look.
It's that bad, huh?
But I looked yesterday, and he looks like a woman. Now, without further ado, Terry, I see you have a pile of stuff over there. Why don't you tell me what's going on in the world of ours, this world that we live in?
Well, it seems as though Sarah Palin may decide to make an appearance on Saturday Night Live herself.
Mm-hmm. She's going to appear. Saturday Night Live ratings are up 25% from last year due to the Tina Fey highly filled buzz. Everyone at the water cooler talking about her impersonations of Sarah Palin skits, Terry.
Right.
Well, so when I told you yesterday, I don't know if I told you off the air or on the air, that the people that are rooting the most for John McCain to win the election are the people at Saturday Night Live, because this Sarah Palin impersonation, unfortunately, will have to go away at some point after the election if Barack Obama wins, because she's going to fade into oblivion. You just can't keep it going forever unless, of course, McCain wins.
Sure.
And then she's the vice president, and then it's a free-for-all of impersonations they can do for the next 4 years.
True.
The ratings are up 25%. That is a significant jump.
They are.
And the Tina Fey impersonation is the only reason for a 25% spike. Yeah. That's huge.
Yes.
And now they're saying...
Well, the Chicago Sun Times is reporting that Sarah Palin may appear on Saturday Night Live to spoof Tina Fey.
She's going to do an impersonation of Tina Fey?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be so funny.
Won't it be?
Yes.
Cute.
It's a good concept. It shows that she's a good sport. But if it goes on for more than a minute, it's going to be stupid. All right? In theory, it sounds kind of comical.
Right.
But if she goes on with an impersonation of Tina Fey for like more than a minute, it's going to get boring.
Yeah, but what if she nails it?
Even if she nails it, if it goes on more than a minute, it gets stupid. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
And it shows that, again, she's a good sport. Oh, everyone's making fun of me. By golly willikers, gee.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I can take it. I have a good sense of humor.
Joe Six-Packs.
Show six-packs out there. Get a good laugh out of Sarah Palin.
Gosh, golly.
And I could laugh at myself, by golly.
Darn it.
That's what she's trying to prove by going on Saturday Night Live.
You nailed it.
But the funniest thing about it is they're not even really doing a spoof on her.
Right.
They're basically... It's like it's her. Usually these impersonations, these imitations, they get embellished.
Sure.
They take these writer enhancement, embellishment moments where it becomes beyond clearly the point that you're trying to make.
Right.
But in these impersonations on Saturday Night Live, they're just reciting the exact words that Sarah Palin says in her debates and her interviews with what's her freaking face?
Katie Couric.
Katie Couric. And it's not even like a spoof.
Right.
They're just reiterating. They're just redoing what she already has done herself. That's the funniest part about it. It's really not a spoof.
Sarah Palin said she played Tina Fey for Halloween one year, so she probably thinks she does a really good Tina Fey.
I see.
Yeah.
All Sarah Palin is trying to do, because she's very embarrassed by these impersonations, is prove to the world that she can take it. When deep inside, she's crying like a baby because she knows what an idiot she looks like when she sees how she acts as Tina Fey impersonates her on Saturday Night Live. All right?
Got it.
Yes.
I'll be dying to see it, though, if she does.
Oh, I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
If Sarah Palin appears on Saturday Night Live, that's going to be a 100% rating increase for that night.
Might be kind of funny. Like Judge Judy made an appearance when Sherry O'Terrio was doing an impersonation of her. It's kind of funny when the real person comes on.
Yes.
So I don't know. It might work.
They say the old adage is impressionism is the highest form of flattery. This is the first case where that doesn't apply. Because Tina Fey is doing Sarah Palin to such a T that it is incredibly embarrassing for Sarah Palin and all the supporters of her. Okay?
Got it.
There's no two ways about it.
No, I know.
Oh, I'm glad you know. All right. What else is going on?
I don't know if you heard about this or not, but Richard Fuld, the Lehman Brothers CEO, or I guess he's the former CEO of investment banking giant.
Because the company really doesn't exist
Right,
anymore.
right.
Yes, they went under. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, apparently, a couple weeks ago, an employee there punched him in the face and knocked him out cold in the gym at the Lehman Brothers gym.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Richard was on the treadmill wearing a heart monitor, and another Lehman employee was in the same room pumping iron.
Yes.
And he realized that he was working out nearby, and that's when he stopped doing what he was doing and
Knocked him out cold.
Knocked him out cold.
Right cross.
I don't know what
Right
it was.
to the jaw.
But, yeah. Knocked him out.
Man, that had to feel good, huh?
Probably.
Uh-huh. The CEO that's responsible for 45,000 people losing their jobs, and you just can't help yourself. You notice him riding the bike or whatever he was doing and sometimes these company gyms aren't really in the building where you work, like with Microsoft. Microsoft's company gym is the Pro Club. So it could be just a gym in the neighborhood in Manhattan where nearby the corporate office is, and they all have memberships as part of their employment. Well, now they don't even have employment. And Richard Fuld, the CEO, is really, when it comes down to it, directly responsible for the reason that 45,000 people are out of their jobs, because he had offers to sell the company to investors that wanted to buy it months ago, but he turned them down, and now the company is deemed worthless, and no one will buy that crap anymore. So 45,000 people lost their jobs, while simultaneously over the past number of years, Richard Fuld has made an estimated $500 million. So I can't say I blame the guy who saw the great CEO sitting there pedaling away, making sure he's in good shape for his retirement now, and walking over and knocking him ass out.
He deserved it, kind of.
Had to feel good.
That's quite the golden parachute he had.
But even if you have to ask Richard Fuld, would you rather have the $500 million and not be punched? Or would you rather have the $500 million and be punched, or give in the $500 million and not be knocked out by that employee in a kind of embarrassing fashion? I think he would take the $500 million and give me the very devastating blow that went right to the side of my face.
Not even close. We'd all take it.
We would all take
Knock
500
me out for $500
million, and then give me the smelling salts.
You probably sodomize me while I'm asleep too, if you have to. I mean, knock me out.
All right, no one really brought that
What did
into
I
the
say
conversation,
there?
but
It was just, you just got punched, knocked out. That's it.
All right, sorry.
Not-
Got a little carried away there.
Knocked anywhere else.
I won't know what's happening. I will be asleep.
You got to hit a guy good and just right to knock him ass out, though.
Do you though? I mean, is this guy? He's got to be old, the CEO.
Yeah,
how old
he's
is
about
he?
55, 60 years old.
And he didn't expect it. And he's
Yeah.
riding the bike.
He
And
didn't
No, he's
expect
on the
this?
treadmill.
Oh, he was on the treadmill?
He's on the treadmill.
How do you punch a guy on a treadmill? I
He's
can see
running.
I want to see him hit the deck and then have the treadmill fly him into the wall, and fling him into the wall. That's like the best part.
Fly through the window and out onto the street.
Yeah, what if he killed that? Oh no, I just wanted to hit him.
I can't. It's a lot easier if a guy's kind of like hunched over on the stationary bike. I could see you really having a good angle to hit him good. With
Walk up on the treadmill next to him.
Walk up on the treadmill next to him and hit him with a good. You have to hit someone just right to knock him ass out.
Not
cold.
a 55-year-old.
I have never. I've seen so many punches in my day. I've never seen someone knocked unconscious.
Really?
I've seen people fall to the ground like a sack, but then get right back up after realizing what happened to them. This guy was knocked cold, unconscious for minutes.
You're talking about a 55-year-old who got sucker punched. I mean, how hard is that?
And he's probably not running really hard. He's probably taking, whether.
I'm sure he was probably walking or whatever.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm just talking about from an angle point of view. He's standing up. He's on the treadmill. There's some security, or the treadmill's in motion, so you can't really get a good angle and vantage point from which to throw your punch to knock whoever out on it.
This guy did.
Yes, he did. He had
In the
a lot.
face.
He had a lot of motivation, I guess. A lot of
unbelievable,
intensity,
man.
a lot of adrenaline. Even though it wasn't the best of circumstances as far as the climate to punch a guy out, he found a way. And I'm telling you, it must have felt good. One of those 45,000 people, and they had 45,000 employees that all lost their jobs. Not only lost their jobs, but a lot of their compensation at a place like that is in the company stock, which is now currently at 16 cents and going nowhere. So they lost their jobs and lost all their savings. And this guy is supposed to feel even a little bit better by punching the CEO out. Well, it helps. It helps. We should all be so lucky.
If you don't mind going to jail.
You think he's going to jail now?
Yes.
No. Any judge or jury should realize that it was very justified.
It's justified, but that's not how you handle your business as a grown adult.
It's probably not. And yet, if they put him in jail, the guy who punched out this CEO, who screwed over his employees and didn't care for them at all,
I understand,
and took his $500 million, if this judge, which I'm assuming it'll be, or jury, decides that this guy should go to jail and doesn't give him a break, there's something wrong with our country.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Not that we don't realize there's clearly something wrong with our country, but this is just another example. There's something wrong with our country.
There are just certain people that deserve to be punched in the face.
This guy deserves to be punched out!
Yeah. Getting punched in the face is pretty cool.
And even if he was out for 5 minutes, he should have been out longer.
Yeah.
How long was he knocked out? Does it say?
It does not say. Not in my story.
Man, haven't we all dreamed? Haven't we all visualized? Haven't we all fantasized? Well, those of us who appreciate our bosses like me, I have a great relationship with Michelle.
Yeah, you don't want to punch Michelle. Well, you worked at a crap job
no, if
before.
you worked at a crap job
Yeah.
and you just didn't get along with your superior. Now, this was even way, way beyond that. I'm talking to you about people who were paid no regard while he was cashing in his $500 million.
This isn't about your boss being a jerk.
No.
And he was so stubborn when he got offers to sell the company just a couple of months ago when it was still worth something.
Right.
But no, he turned him down. The company got run into the ground, and now 45,000 people are out on their ass. But one guy went out with a smile.
Yes, he did.
Good for him.
Good for him.
He's a hero to his colleagues.
Does anyone think this guy deserves jail time?
No, probably not.
You can understand it, though. You can't just sucker punch people in this world.
There are some people that deserve it, and there's some people, yes, you can.
But do you really think somebody's, I mean, the witnesses, if there was other people in there, are going to, step up and say, oh, yeah, you know.
They're not going to roll over on him?
No, I don't think so.
Well, somebody must have, because the story's out there that he sucker punched him. So some witness told the accountants of what happened. Yeah, he walked right up to him and punched his ass out.
Well, that's right.
I love fist
I
fights.
mean, I was thinking that I wasn't going to do it.
Fist fights
But
indoors are
thank
cool.
heavens that this guy actually stepped up and did it.
You don't see a lot of fights in the office. I miss those days.
Oh, I'd
Of
love
like
one
high
to
school
go
and
down.
college where there's fights all the time.
I don't think this was in the office. I'm
No, but
telling
I mean,
you,
like,
this is the
two,
gym.
like adults, you know.
He just happened to notice that
I agree.
that's our CEO.
Right.
The guy who screwed us.
What an ass.
But there should be more in the office where we work, or where most people work.
There should be more
You should be able to fight.
hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, hand-to-hand combat.
All right, we're trying to make a movement happen here. We're trying to bring about more hand-to-hand combat in the office places of America. Would you like to step up and be part of our crusade?
Yeah, you have to fight somebody once a year.
It's a Punch a Coworker Tuesday.
Wow.
Oh, man.
T-Man made me do it.
Yeah, right. I know, that'll happen.
1-866-663-T-Man. If you feel...
Terry's fighting Barbara today. Yes, let's go watch. Oh, man.
Barbara would kick her ass.
I've just spelled out to you exactly the long and short of the accounts of what employees have gone through at Lehman Brothers.
Yes.
Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't know that 45,000 people have lost their jobs and lost their savings, more or less.
Retirement, everything.
Hopefully they had diversified investments, but a lot of people had a lot of their compensation and their savings tied up in the Lehman Brothers stock, which was as safe a stock as they come out there, but now is worthless. Does this guy belong in jail for walking up to his former CEO and taking out all his frustration right on his jaw?
When was the last time you just socked someone right in the mouth? Been a while?
Too long.
Yeah, I know.
I'm afraid I'm going to suck back, though.
You're afraid
my
to get socked
God.
back now? Yeah, that's true. I mean, your mouth is your livelihood.
Oh, jeez. No, come on. I'm pretty fast, though. I can handle
I
myself.
saw you almost punch a guy a couple years ago.
Yeah,
you?
I was held back.
No, really?
When? What happened?
In the office, right?
Somebody I
Talking
know?
about? Who are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that time.
Oh, my gosh,
You went down to
twice?
the meeting?
Yeah, who you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
We were at the fair.
Oh, no, I got a bad fuse.
I didn't realize you had that kind of
At
fuse.
the fair.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
What
done
fair?
there.
At the Puyallup Fair. And you almost punched someone at the funnest place on earth.
What are you talking about?
You got in a guy's face at the fair.
You did?
No, not me.
Absolutely you.
Over what? Over the game or something?
Yes.
Oh, I think I remember something
You were
like that.
hot.
What
I don't-
game?
Like he's calling you a liar or like telling you were cheating or something.
What was it?
I don't remember, but I remember you peed in his face. I'm like, we're at the fair. What are you angry about at the fair? Have a hot dog.
Pick up the
What the hell? You're ready to kick
the
guy?
duck.
Yeah,
He's ready
they're at hot dogs.
He's ready to kick the employee's ass for something.
Really?
The employer
What
called me a
was it?
liar or a cheater or something.
He was
How?
like, no, he
What
was
game?
being
What was the
and
game?
I told him to call me a liar or a cheater to my face, and I was ready to throw down with him at the fair.
unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Because you're not someone that really draws attention to yourself in public, so this was really
yeah,
fun.
but it doesn't matter if my fuse is.
I know.
You do have a short one.
I didn't know you had that
I've
kind
witnessed
of fuse.
it.
Well, if the guy he wasn't ready to go.
It was an employee. It was like he was really being a dick. He was.
He was being a dick.
No question
he had
about
it coming, right?
Absolutely.
Good, thank you. I remember it that way.
Oh, so when was the one in the office?
He said, "Say it to my face. Say it to my face." Yeah, who was the guy in the office? You chased him down to a meeting or something. You
brought
barged
kids
in
to
the
the
meeting.
meeting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago.
You did?
Anyway.
Come on.
you gotta
Forgot about
Don't do that.
Oh, was
Don't
that-
do like
I
shake
don't
it
even
off.
remember.
Oh, you do.
I swear to you, I didn't remember the fair story. I barely remember after he told me.
We're at the fair and you want to fight somebody. Go win
You
yourself a
should've
Bon Jovi poster and have a nice life.
By the way, you should have been right there with me. He was doing the same thing to you.
I know, but he's not going to. I'm with my wife. I can't be beating people up at the fair.
Well,
you're with a little buddy.
Speak for yourself. I wasn't with my wife.
Maybe.
I was with my little buddy.
Little buddy, Brent.
Oh, jeez.
You guys all have little
I don't remember.
What was he accusing you of, though? I can't remember.
Accuses of cheating at the game or something.
How can you cheat at a game? I don't understand. What were we doing?
I didn't even remember the story.
All right, I can't remember either. But honestly, I didn't know you had that
He
kind
was
of
out of
fuse.
line.
Yeah, he was being a bastard. It's like you can't accuse people of cheating. I mean, we're paying like $1.
Yeah,
like,
give me
we're
my
not-
stuffed animal and shut your ass, or you're gonna get beaten
Right.
down, dude.
If I'm going to cheat, it's not going to be to win a jumbo stuffed animal. All right.
I got a 3-week-old kid who's gonna love this. Now
Right.
give me what I deserve.
I'm really cheating
I'm
here.
gonna give you what you deserve.
Stupid game.
All right, what else is going on? Oh, let me take a couple calls on this. I promise a couple calls. Matt, you're on the air. What do you want to say?
I just want to say, I've had some managers I want to punch in the face before, so, I mean, I can see why this guy did that. But at the same time, knocking out a 56-year-old man who's probably never taken a shot before, not real manly on his behalf, but,
Yeah, it wasn't really like he was putting himself at risk by punching out a 66-year-old man who was walking the treadmill.
Yeah, well, exactly. You remember treadmills, they've got, like, the arms, too, so it's not like he can just jump out at him.
So you
and defend
believe...
himself as well. There's, like, a barrier between them, I'm sure.
Yeah, even if there wasn't a barrier. The guy's 66, and as you said, he probably has never been in a fight in his life. So
Oh, yeah, well,
you
500
don't,
million, I mean, he's never been in a fight.
you don't think that there's any courage, obviously, in punching a guy that you are in no jeopardy, you are at no risk when you do it. And certainly this would be an example of that. However, the frustration level was at such an alarming height for this guy that never even factors in. And the way that this guy totally stepped on all his employees with no concern for their livelihoods, their families, etc., kind of just eliminates the prospect of, it's always wrong for a guy to punch another guy when he's not jeopardizing himself at all. Don't you think, or what?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I agree. When he's sitting on a beach in his, $500 million golden parachute, he's not going to be thinking about other families. So absolutely.
How do you show up at the gym? If you're the CEO, how do you show up at the gym where you know other employees can go?
That is pretty interesting. How do you?
The free gym, too, by the way.
Right.
You're subjecting yourself to whatever after you just basically screwed over your employees about as much as anyone can be screwed, as much as anyone can be butt rammed, and this guy shows up at the free paid-for company employee gym.
Walking in, getting on the treadmill.
Something tells me Bill Gates ain't going to the pro club.
Okay.
I have a hunch. Walking the treadmill at the pro club.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
Bill Gates is adored by, I'm sure, his employees compared to this guy.
that's
Even
the
not
point.
compared to this guy. He's adored.
That's my point, is that he still doesn't go there, even though people love him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still someone who's going to be disgruntled,
Brian, you're on the air. Hello. Yes, Brian.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
What's up, Brian?
Hey, I would say the guy's completely justified in punching out that old man.
I'll tell you what, if this guy goes to jail for punching out this CEO and this is it's white-collar stuff, you don't even realize the damage that this man has done in a brutal fashion to a lot of families because it's just not tangible enough in a lot of... anyway.
Well, but it is.
If this
sad.
guy goes
I mean,
to jail,
really.
I'm going to pick it.
Are you?
Yes.
I would give all my kudos to that guy. I mean, to have the balls to go up and punch a guy worth $500 million for what he did to all those people, I would give him 100% respect and justification in what he did.
And a guy like this is worth about over $1 billion.
Right.
Who's going to be living his cushy life on his yacht now while his employees struggle to make ends meet. Not that a lot of them are going to be, like, desperate or whatever. They're going to be employable in other places. But if... I completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. If all he... Anyway, it's tough.
Yeah.
All right.
I hear you.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't deserve it, but that's not how we settle our differences. I mean, punching him is not going to solve the fact that everyone lost their jobs. That's probably how a judge will say it. There's ways to go about, a certain protocol.
What else is going on, please?
I have a story about in Georgia about faculty members at a school there that have been accused of having sex with one another during school hours. Apparently, an anonymous email was sent to school officials, and they are opened up an investigation to see what was going on. They've got teachers.
It's about time more goes on in those break rooms, huh?
Seems like teachers are hotter now than they used to be.
They're younger, they're hotter, they're poorly paid, and they deserve their fun.
But during school hours.
That's a perk.
Yes, during school hours.
Right.
It's not in front of the students. It's in those little teacher-faculty break rooms. And I can only imagine if it went on during the time I was in high school. I don't think that Mr. Kalepis and
Mr. Kalepis
and Mrs. Marabias.
Oh, she sounds hot.
We're
Is he the
getting it
one
on
who
like
hit
that.
you in the back, right?
Mr. Kalepis, yes.
We know your whole life.
I wonder
he hit you in the back?
He was hitting
Yes,
anyone else in
because
the
you
back
were
there.
making the-
Yeah, we all know. I wonder if he was hitting on anyone else in the backside there in the break room.
Well,
I
you can
doubt
ask him,
it. I just
T-Man.
don't see Mr. Mr. Dr. Demarest, as he like to be called. Oh, you're really a doctor. I get it. Yeah. Should I bow to you, too?
Well, Mr. Kalepis, you can ask him yourself, man, because today's your lucky day.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
he is.
And so's the Bialik Fair Worker. Oh, my God.
Yeah, look out, he's throwing a right cross. Bialik Fair Worker. That was rad.
All right. So where this happened? What city?
It happened in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yes.
That's my favorite city.
Well,
And
I do not know how to pronounce the name exactly. And
okay,
So,
a big syllable city in Georgia, I'm assuming.
Hefzibah.
Hefzibah. Bujabop. Georgia.
Near
They're
Hefzibah.
having sex in the teacher-faculty break room.
Well, yes.
True, standard, hardcore intercourse, right? Not like a little hand job or
Well,
anything.
It doesn't get that descriptive as
Well,
far as
it doesn't
just
say
says
there's not the word
sex.
oral in front of sex, right?
No.
So we're talking about sex. Were other
Sex.
Were other teachers just sitting there minding their own business, eating their tuna salad, or what?
Ugh, it had to be tuna salad
They
today.
always ate tuna salad.
People are having sex next to them.
Is
They
that
named members of the administration, a former school public safety officer, as well
so
as
it's more than
teachers.
just one man and one
Yeah,
woman?
it was like an orgy,
multiple.
so to speak.
Oh, come on. Then
But not, I mean, not an
If-
orgy per se, but there was multiple
there
people
were multiple
involved.
multiple faculty members having sex in the break room at this particular school.
Right.
Wow. I mean, if one man and one woman on the faculty decided to have sex, I can understand that. I mean, people who are employed in all lines of employment are going off in break rooms and supply rooms and in little cafeteria or the water cooler kind of spot. Or if they have sex, that can happen.
Okay.
But if multiple faculty members are getting together, is what you're thinking what I'm thinking? Is it same as what she's thinking? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you're really going to like her, dude.
Oh, wow.
That takes a lot.
Yeah.
All right. I hope this brings on a new wave of break time fun.
When it's my wife's turn to bring treats for the class or for the school, she brings Chex Mix and donuts.
Oh.
She's bringing the wrong thing for the break room, it sounds like.
Maybe that's to throw you off the track.
Yeah, maybe it is. If I found out about she was involved with that,
I forgot that your wife is a teacher.
Rock my world.
I hope she's gotten wind. I hope she's gotten wind of the new trends that go on during your period off.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Got to make the most of your period off moments.
That's true, because period on ain't happening.
Uh-huh.
The T-Man Show.
Parents of an 11-year-old are outraged tonight after the boy was allegedly shoved by the coach of an opposing football team. The incident was captured on videotape.
Yeah, you see this one, Terry?
I did not.
You've heard of stories like this before where the coach or even a little spectator, family member in the stands doesn't like what's going on with their kid on the field, so they run out and they cause trouble, either punching the parents of the kid in the stands or going out on the field and actually taking matters into their own hands with that particular kid. I think last year there was a video clip of a dad who ran onto the field and just
tackled
one of the players. This isn't as bad as that, but it's another example of parents who are incapable of watching their kids play sports, have anything of any adverse nature happen to their kid, and be able to stand around and realize it's part of the game. Because this dad, who's one of the coaches for the team that his son plays for, didn't like what one of the opposing members of the team that they were playing that particular day did to his son. So after the game was over and as they were lined up to exchange handshakes, he kind of whacks the kid in the helmet, kind of forces his helmet back and tries to get inside his face mask at his face a little bit there, Terry.
Pretty hard. I mean, his head snapped back.
If you see the video, you'll see this is an 11-year-old kid that he's going after, an adult male trying to do damage to an 11-year-old kid who he felt was a little too rough on his son. If your son can't take it, get him out of football.
It's a good rule.
Wow.
And now the 11-year-old who was the victim of the adult man's assault, that dad is going to the police and making a big beef out of it. See, that's the right way to handle it, by the way.
Sure.
If your son is assaulted by someone who's supposed to be there to teach and be an example to look up to for the kids, if that person doesn't do that and does the opposite and assaults your kid, the right move is to go to the police and file some kind of charges. The wrong move, which would probably be the move I'm more inclined to do, would be to go after that dad.
Sure.
That's the right move.
This dad doesn't go after that dad. He did the correct thing and called the police. But, don't take it from me. I'm the guy who goes after the fair employee that has the Funtasia shirt on and tells him that he's going to kick his ass if he doesn't give me my prize.
That's true.
I just wanted a $2 stuffed animal. I think it was too much to ask.
The worst part is to accuse you of cheating to win a $2 stuffed animal.
Don't accuse me and my friends here of cheating in the game.
I just want to know what game it was.
It was a water gun game, right?
Or was it the horse one where you roll the ball?
When you roll the
ball and the horses go across.
I think you're talking about what we played after the fair.
Oh yeah, come here, give me your crusty pup.
You roll the ball and the horse goes faster if you get it in certain colored circles.
I think that's it.
And then how could we cheat?
I don't understand. That's what I'm asking you. Like, how could we cheat? What was he suggesting?
I don't think there's a way to cheat at any fair game.
Exactly. If there was, I'd do it every day. Come on, lots of prizes.
Look what I got today, honey.
A Def Leppard mirror, yes.
Oh, you got to cheat for the Def Leppard mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Well, or a guitar.
Pour some sugar on me.
Was captured on videotape.
Yeah.
News Channel 5's Alex Fees has the story on the Night Beat. Alex?
On the Night Beat.
Good evening. 11-year-old Wesley Davenport was not harmed in the incident, but his father says this is nothing short of poor sportsmanship and assault on a minor. Joe Davenport says after a particularly contentious, competitive game, one of the other team's coaches shoved the face mask of his son, nearly knocking the boy out of the reception line. The Park Rock Football Association is a club. It has no formal affiliation with either Parkway or Rockwood school districts.
Oh, that's good.
After Wesley's team's coaches realized a sports videographer captured the moment on videotape, that's what you're seeing here.
Yeah, we're really seeing it on our split screens. Yeah, this happened in St. Louis, Terry, so this is no areas that we're familiar with, but it happened in the Lou, and they're not exactly proud. And we'll put the video up because it's hard to really imagine in your mind, and maybe you're overdoing it in your head as you visualize what may be the corresponding footage that goes along with this audio. Maybe it's not as bad as you might think, but it just shows that these parents are out of control. If their delicate kids are manhandled in a game that's designed to be violent, they can't take it.
It's true. The coach got kicked out of youth football last week in my little town I live in.
Really?
I don't know what for, but you got to be a jackass to get ejected from a game.
Get your little fragile kids out of football if they're not capable of protecting themselves. Know who your kids are.
Wow.
and don't put them in football if they can't handle themselves.
It's time for a flute lesson.
If you can't handle...
That's the only alternative, I guess, right?
Flute. You can't play football, you play the flute.
If you can't handle watching your kid get roughed up a little bit, then don't put them in football. Know where you're at with your kids instead of punching other little kids.
Head on down to the tennis court, my friend.
That are just better at the game. Hey, my son's taking tennis lessons. That are better at the game than your kid. We'll put the video up on the tmanshow.com.
Oh, good.
All right, Pasty, on that? Okay. Talk the John Manuel? Okay, good.
Oh, wow.
We will put the video up on the tmanshow.com in a matter of minutes so you can have your curiosity satisfied.
I'll take a look at it.
And you can see how this dad... It happened so quick. The guy was trying to get away with it while getting even with the kid. He tries to do it in the most subtle and quick of a fashion.
Right.
That he kind of jibs at the kid really quick. So if you're not really looking for it, if you're not fully aware of where and exactly how quickly it happens, you're going to miss it.
It's like high five, head punch, high five, high five, high five.
Exactly.
It's like really slick.
The dad obviously knows, okay, I shouldn't be doing this, but I can't help myself. It was like one of those moments.
Real quick.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it really quick so nobody sees me.
And then just keep going down the line.
It's pretty bad. I mean, that kid's head snaps back.
The kid's head snaps back.
He's little. A grown-ass man should not be doing that to a little kid.
Jeez.
Right.
Kill him.
And the kid who got his head snapped back, his dad went to the police.
Good.
Which, again, is the right way of going about it if you feel your son has been wronged by an adult.
Yeah.
I probably should have went to the police when I was wronged at the fair.
I'm putting down my flask of whiskey in the stands and I'm chucking on down the stairs. See ya, someone's going to die. In about
And
5
wife is dragged going, no, get back here.
How would you have handled it, Gay?
Oh.
I have no idea.
We can't imagine one of his sons playing football.
When one day you have a son and he can't help but be on the team because he's just so, thanks to the gene pool that you provided, talented for the violent game of football. How are you going to handle it if some coach, after your son, in his only way he knows how to play the game, gets all rough and tumble with one of the opposing team members, and he then gets pushed, and you're seeing it right before your very eyes? How are you going to handle it as a dad when you hetero yourself out and have kids with a woman? How are you going to do that in the future there, Gay?
When he quits his facade.
I'll tell my lesbian friend that went to the game with me to go kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you look like that lesbian friend up on Tari Camp these days, as we mentioned earlier.
Somebody said that he looked like Charlie Brown.
I told him I'd put him back on the air, which is why Gay's back on for the second time this morning, because we have to say our goodbyes to Dump Truck Guy, who was in a matter of moments heading to the airport.
What would Dumpy do if that happened to his kid?
What would Dumpy do if it was Bubba who got pushed very violently by a coach of, your son doesn't play football, but if your son does start to play football at some point and you see the opposing coach take a swipe at your kid.
All you see is freaking blonde hair flying everywhere and 2 fish in the middle of it. I would have went out there and I would have beat that dude to a freaking pulp his big fat ass.
It'd be hard not to.
Blonde hair flying everywhere and 2 fists in the middle of it.
That's right.
There's your visual.
That sounds like a video I downloaded last night.
No kidding.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Link, please.
Put up with no crap.
Yes. All right, Dumpy, yes, is certainly on edge these days.
Wow.
But this Vegas vacation, even though I think the timing is wrong, can't hurt Terry in trying to change the momentum, at least, of things that have been going on.
I know.
There you go.
All right, so Dumpy, we wish you the best.
All right, there you go. Seattle, I'll be back.
I want you to check in. I want you to give us all the fun stories. I want you to give us the play-by-play. So tomorrow morning, I'm expecting we'll call you, but...
There you go. Yeah, I was going to say, if I don't call by 8:30, wake my ass up.
I'm expecting you'll answer our calls and not just let the hotel room phone ring. You will be staying at a hotel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's always a bonus.
It'll be on.
You know, if you want to send me, I'll give you the play-by-play.
Wouldn't it be funny if Gay followed him down there?
Oh, my God. Yes.
If
I can't go down there and sit in the room for 4 days, so that ain't happening.
Dumpy really needs this time away. He really needs to unwind, to relax, as I said, to break the momentum of things that have been going on. What if he just got down to the reception desk of whatever hotel he decides to stay at, and right to his right he says, "Good morning.
Welcome to Vegas."
Did you see a video clip of Dump Truck Guy kicking Gay's ass in Vegas?
It's okay. We can go back to the room. You can have your way with me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
Mm-hmm, I know.
Dumpy, do you want to let us in on what hotel you'll be staying at, or?
It's still up in the air.
No, it's
Really?
not. Come on. No one knows your name. You can tell us.
It's all good.
Go easy. Don't lie to us and say it's still up in the air. If you don't want to tell us what hotel you're staying at, just say that.
Okay, I don't want to tell you.
That's inexcusable.
I've got time. I can call every hotel in Vegas.
See, that is true.
Nobby's like a Treasure Island guy. People see him walking to the casino, think he's part of the show.
It's probably too unbelievable
He's
for
one
a
of the
pirate
pirates.
show. Nah, a little too unbelievable.
All right, Dubby, have a great time, all right?
Have a good
I
trip.
appreciate it.
Later, man.
I will talk to you in the morning.
The T-Man Show.
Everything all right there, Pasty? You all right? You getting hot? You getting fiery?
That's because I smoked.
Speaking of short fuses, that's the theme of the morning today. I tell you, every morning every show we do takes on its own little theme. Whether it's subtle or not subtle, I'm able to pick up on it. And today's developed theme, the morning, is the short fuses that we have and we can't control. I told you about being ready to punch out a piano anywhere. We had a little coach who couldn't help but put his hands on an 11-year-old in a fashion to try to give him whiplash. And now I noticed during the break that Pasty Dave, who's a very composed kind of guy, Pasty Dave was a very mild-mannered, but you get the sense that he has a temper as well, Terry. I've picked up on it from time to time. He's having a little tete-a-tete with our program director. Maybe you know him, maybe you don't, Terry. His name is Eric B. Flowers.
Oh.
And, Vinnie the Pooh starts giggling.
Flowers over there.
Pasty Dave, I couldn't help but look over your shoulder and notice that you're having a little give and take with Eric Powers during the... I hate when he gets distracted during the program altogether, Terry.
Yes.
But to have our program director distract him and start a little war of words going on, if you consider it a war of words, I can't help but take it as a war of words. Maybe you're not taking it as a war of words, but that's how I translate this. It's a war of words. Have I mentioned it's a war of words? Have I said to you, Terry, it's a war of words?
Yes.
Just wanted to say war of words.
I guess so. War of words.
There you go. Isn't that fun?
It's just a little war of words.
Basically, I don't remember exactly what was written, but I think I remember the gist of it. He was trying to get Pasty to have me mention the haunted house. Didn't I drive the haunted house down to the ground as far as the mentions that I made last week when it was opening? And then I guess it didn't open for whatever reason. There was problems with the haunted house. The floor was too crooked, and they postponed the opening of the haunted house. And now he's getting on Pasty because I'm not mentioning the haunted house enough. You know what? I'll do what I want when I want.
Finally, someone's getting on Pasty.
So Pasty must feel the same way. Because what was some of the... Print that out, that little exchange you had with Eric Flowers through email, all right? So I know that I'm being accurate here. There's a little war of words going on.
War of words?
Between Pasty David Arthur III and Eric B. Flowers, Terry.
You're right, though. There is kind of a weird streak in Pasty where he gets fiery
Gets
sometimes.
a little salty.
I've
Gets a
seen
little
it.
salty, and...
This one he hasn't smoked in a while, you know.
Oh, jeez.
The temper's a little shorter.
Towards the end of the show, he doesn't get enough smoke breaks in. He gets a little nicotine...
Fiend
nicotine
going
you're talking
on.
about, okay.
Gets a little oxygen deprivation going on.
Yeah, he's not used to clean air. My lungs can't take it.
Let's see. Oh, they're talking mostly about website issues here. Bad links or whatever. What is bad links? I had those on my hibachi the other day on the barbecue, but what does it mean as it pertains to the website there? We need to discuss, this is what Eric Flowers writes, David Goodnow at 8:52 a.m. on October 7th, Tuesday. Is that today, Terry?
Yes.
Okay, 8:52. This is the first email that came in.
Yes.
To Pasty Dave's email account.
Powers would have lost me at discuss.
He would have
That's
deleted.
when I deleted.
I need to talk to you about issues with the T-Man site, bad links, and updating.
Bad links and updating.
Yeah, what does that mean, Pasty? What does that mean to you? Why?
Just checked out the site and all the links seem to be working fine.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Bad links. If there are bad links on a site, what does that mean when there are bad links?
Probably, if there's a story and you click on the story.
And it doesn't work? That'd be a bad link?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a problem. I would be upset if we told our listeners about something that was on the site and they clicked on it and they couldn't get to it.
See, the video of the 11-year-old football player getting hit by the coach is already up.
That link works perfectly fine, right? All right.
Pasty's good at getting it up.
No bad link there. And considering he's got a magnum that he's got to support, it's very impressive that he has no difficulty getting it up.
He
Okay.
passes out sometime from all the blood rush.
I'm hoping that T-Man can mention how people can send in their bills. Do I not go out of my way to make sure the listeners are clear on how to send in their bills? That he doesn't have to distract Pasty Dave at 8:52?
Yeah,
you
do.
With that little information?
You do.
And Pasty Dave, like I would have, in the same fashion, responded by hitting Eric Flowers back with a quick little jab. All right? Flowers sends him this email, do this, that, and the other thing, and Pasty Dave obviously getting annoyed, and I can understand how he's getting annoyed during the program, hits him back, and you hit him back with a quick little jab, but I'm sure it hit its mark. Because only we would get this, Terry.
Okay.
Pasty Dave fires back. Thank you, Jazzy. Now, let me explain who Jazzy is. Jazzy's the program director, or formerly was the program director down in San Francisco, Terry, that had a habit of micromanaging the program and would even jump on Terry Cam and would hit you up with his thoughts of how a segment was going and like we care.
Right.
All right?
He would, yes.
He would say, actually, this segment is not interesting me, and like I care. Right. Terry would tell me during the break that Jazzy would hit him up with
Move on.
Yeah, move on from this caller. They're boring, and like it ever affected me.
Right.
Sometimes the most boring callers are the most entertaining to me, and that's all I care about.
Sure.
So Jazzy had this ability and this history of micromanaging, and even Eric is aware of that and used to laugh about it when we told him about it. So the fact that he used to laugh about it and now you're calling him Jazzy.
Not good.
And Jazzy used to mention, mention the website, and he used to always hit us during the show with mention this, that, and the other thing. So you hit him where you know it's going to hurt him. You fired back because you obviously were fed up with the response of "Thank you, Jazzy." And by the way, Jazzy has since been fired and no longer is with the station down there. And see, this is what Eric should be aware of. Micromanaging gets you nowhere. So Eric then fires back at Pasty Dave.
Geez, more firing?
There's more firing. Oh, this is not where it is. If this is where it would have ended, I wouldn't have even brought it up. It's only because Eric then fired back at Pasty Dave after he fired back with the "Thank you, Jazzy" comment. Eric hit him with the response of, "Was that an attempt at humor?"
Got him.
Wow.
Which to me is the equivalent of, "Well, what's your problem, dude?"
Oh my God, I feel awkward.
With him,
He feels awkward.
A little bit.
Are you following everything along
No,
here?
I do, and yeah, it's.
Is this able to be followed by the listeners, do you think? Or if
Oh,
Jazzy was still around, would he be going, "Move on, guys"?
Yes, he would.
No, I think it's good. It's very interesting.
Totally, yeah.
So it starts with Eric telling Pasty of all the things he wishes we would be doing as far as mentioning the haunted house, mentioning the website, and fixing the website links. Pasty fires back, "Thank you, Jazzy."
It's got to sting.
That's got to sting, and obviously it did. It obviously hit its mark because Eric was obviously clearly bothered by that comment to the point where he writes back, "Was that an attempted humor?"
Someone's
He
sensitive.
showed Pasty.
Which, again, is the same as saying, "What's your freaking problem, man?
Right.
You want to go?"
Yeah.
You
want to go. Now,
You
maybe we'll have our first fist fight.
And I'm saying right here, if you guys got little issues to air, you got to air it on right now, get it out of the way, and you might as well do it on the program. If you guys are starting to get fed up with each other, if you guys are starting to take little shots at each other, if you guys have had it up to here to the point where you're taking tiny little swings at each other, we better take care of this now.
Who wins in that fist fight? Really?
Pasty Dave.
Full on, both of them.
Pasty.
Furious fist fight.
Well, I don't know about that.
Come on.
He's Powers is a fiery redhead. Their aggressiveness level is so high.
Exactly. Pasty Dave's got glasses that he refuses to take off, that if Eric takes the right shot, could shatter him right in his face.
You know how long Pasty's been building up aggression?
That's the other
Yeah,
wild card.
that's
Wild
the
card.
thing.
Explode.
Yeah.
Pasty
Yeah.
Dave
Oh my
has
God.
got a
Yep.
huge,
Right in the neck.
got a huge melon on his shoulders that is a can't miss target.
That's a big head.
Pasty Dave's got twice the size head of Eric Powers.
Sorry,
And Eric
well-
Powers' head is not not abnormally small by any means.
And also, Eric would try and reason with him face to face. Let's have a talk.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
And
They're both,
Pasty would just
Terry,
bam.
you're missing it. They're both angry and fiery and pissed off and ready to throw
And it
blows.
looks like it's getting to that point.
Who wins?
Pasty
Dave.
Really?
I don't know about that.
Hands down.
And why are you saying Pasty Dave's filled up with all this aggression?
Because you could tell sometimes he just is,
Are you suggesting that's because of me?
No, I mean, no.
What's your problem, dude?
You know, he's a virgin.
You want to go?
Wait, hold on. Was that an attempted humor?
No.
Exactly what they
How about never getting laid? Maybe that.
Yeah, you know, my man has a lot of pent-up fury that he's just looking to unleash it on somebody.
31 years of virginity. So having to hear about his 31 years of virginity live on the air just about once a week at minimum has got him pent up with fury to the point where he's ready to unleash.
Like my wife thinks he's the nicest guy ever, but I've seen him snap before. I've seen him snap a couple times.
Well,
it's
this
pretty
was
scary.
This was almost a little example of him snapping by him writing back to the program director of this radio station. Thank you, Jazzy.
Oh,
when he knows exactly that Eric Flowers will know exactly what that means.
Right.
Was certainly him in a small sense snapping right there.
Oh man.
Right where?
Right there.
Okay. Wow.
And Flowers obviously picked up on it and couldn't wait to fire back. Was that an attempt at humor?
Right.
You figure it out. Are you going to write back, Pasty, or is this is right where we left off leading into this segment, Terry?
Yes.
So now I'll take it over from here.
All right.
And get these two back on the same page, Terry, because there'll be no harmony around this radio station until this little squabble is taken care of.
He loves to make sure we're on the same page.
He does.
You right there, Pasty? You got a problem? You got a...
Just wish you would have let it wait until the end of the... I mean, him coming back with that, or is that an attempt at humor? You're right. It's basically getting up in my face, and he should have just waited until the end
But
of
you
the
got to
show.
admit, you kind of got in his face first by taking the little jab that you know was going to be effective. Maybe you didn't think he'd fire immediately a response back through email, but you knew when you wrote that it was going to sting, right or wrong.
Very true, very true.
Pasty's comments a little more tongue-in-cheek, though.
True.
Pasty's comments can be seen as a joke.
Sure.
But also have it underlying the message that needed to be sent is sent kind of effect.
Right.
Don't micromanage during the program because we all know that Jazzy did that and no one appreciated it.
Right.
So stop in your tracks right now there, buddy.
Exactly.
So it had a little double-edged kind of message.
Right. He knew it would sting, but he could pull it off. What did I say?
He could play it off. He could play it off as humor.
Yeah. But he
But
knew
that's
it would
why
sting.
Eric
That's true.
Eric
That's why
wrote
it's the-
back and
it's
said,
the
"Is that an
perfect line.
attempt?"
But obviously, you don't want him micromanaging you during the show, right?
Absolutely not.
Well, it is a
Busy enough
distraction.
And you know that I don't want him micromanaging during the show.
Absolutely not.
He's got his own show to worry about, right?
Because I don't work well when anyone's micromanaging me, Terry, and everyone knows that.
True.
So him getting a little, it's almost like since Jazzy was fired, Eric seems like he has to pick up the slack and start micromanaging.
Please don't come in Terry Cam. Please, please, please.
Because
is he not welcome?
Because Jazzy used to do all Eric's dirty work in doing the little, hey, make sure they mention the website, blah 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 stuff. That it took the pressure off Eric from doing that. Now that Jazzy is no longer with the company, I think Eric feels like he has to do that now.
But we used to always tell Eric, how the meetings were down there with Jazzy and how he was all over it. So I think Powersfield feels like he needs to step up his game a little bit and try to impress us by how good of a manager he is.
No, he knows we used to laugh about it, though. Even though we liked Jazzy. And he was a good program director in my mind, he went overboard with the little details that he had to make sure were done on a regular basis, and I used to tell that to Eric, and we used to laugh about it. So the fact that we used to laugh about it, and now Eric is being called Jazzy by Pasty, has got to sting.
Okay, I tried. I tried to come up with a reason. Guess it didn't work.
I think you two are really close to fighting, and I want to make sure that either it happens quick or we get it all smoothed out. One of the two.
Just saying there's a time and place for everything. I should have waited.
All right, you're talking all tough now. Are you going to talk tough if I get Eric on the line right now? Are you going to tell him that? There's a time and place for everything, and you are picking the wrong time there.
Sure. I'll tell him.
Listen to how calm he is. Sure,
What if
put him
Pasty got
on.
punched right in the face? What would he do?
Oh my! The fury would be unbelievable.
Snap. Oh,
yep.
I don't think Flowers.
Yep.
I don't think Flowers would ever throw the first punch. If they were ever going to fight,
no,
I think there would Pasty who would snap and would punch Eric in the face. Yeah, let's hear
Clear
about.
Seattle.
I need to speak to the finest program director in the land, if you can find one anywhere in the building.
Oh, okay. Just a second.
Mm-hmm.
They know who that is?
Yeah. Do they?
Rich Moore here. They'd recognize my voice.
Rich Moore.
Right.
She is new.
Bob Case, pick up line one.
Yeah. Trying to kick his ass too.
Pasty, you ready for this?
Sure. I got no problem with this.
Because you want... Flowers.
Yo.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
There seems to be a little static between you and Pasty Dave going on. We want to make sure this is hashed out here.
What do you mean? What do you mean static?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
With everybody?
You said...
What did I say? What did I do? Tongue in cheek.
You know, he's nervous when he's talking really fast, which is like 90% of the...
Oh, everything's okay.
I got a print out of the emails. You guys have been firing back and forth to each other, and it seems like there's some issues that need to be taken care of now, and making sure they don't fester and you guys get on an unworkable little relationship level here. I want to make sure the air is cleared here.
It's clear. It's clear.
I don't know if it's clear.
Well, I was a little pissed off. There was a joke that was made. I didn't think it was funny.
Well, maybe he's trying to not only make a little funny with you, but he's trying to send you a message at the same time that you're getting a... Well, Pasty, maybe you want to say what you said to us now that he's on the line.
I just think there's a time and place for everything, Mr. Powers. And
Mr. Powers.
What? You can't be direct like you want to be and then call him Mr. Powers at the same time.
All right.
Pick a stance and go with it.
Listen here, Mr. Flowers.
No, that's not working either.
Oh.
All
What
right,
do
go
you
ahead.
want to say?
Say what you want to say.
I don't understand where all the frustration's coming from.
Well,
apparently you're the one with the frustration, so don't make it like you don't recognize it, all right? You wrote back the equivalent of "What's your problem, dude?" When you
I was getting a jab, and I threw one back.
No, you didn't throw back a jab. He threw a jab, and you threw back a "What's your problem?"
I threw back a jab. He threw back a jab. We were jabbing each other on email. We've
back
known
a
each other
one, you hit
long
me in
enough
the
to do
face.
that.
You don't know from a jab.
What did the jab look like?
You might throw it a
He
break.
threw a jab at you, and you identified it, and you said to him, "Hey, was that a jab? Because if it was, I'm ready to fight." That's how I interpret it.
I was a little, getting in, a little tired, just trying to get some stuff done, and then I get thrown that, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Pasty, you want to finish your thought before we move on here?
I just thought it was very clear that when we're doing a show here between 6 and 10 a.m.
Is that when we do it? Yeah.
are not to be bothered and not to
geez.
be interrupted with different things going on around the station.
Well, that's not exactly true. I mean, it's got to be a worthy step in and alert us of something
we're on
that
fire, let us know, and we'll exit
We're
the
on
building.
fire, okay.
But
Hey, look, Pasty's got a lot of lost websites to go to. He's got things to do.
No, I
during
think
the
you're
show.
even stretching it too far. I think there is certainly a time and place where if he wanted to fire us an email to let us know about something, that is obviously something that's welcome. But for something this nitpicky that we obviously are aware of as far as mentioning the website and mentioning the
Whoa. Some of this is other stuff, though. And hey, wait a minute, it's nothing for you guys to worry about. Dave and I need to talk about it.
But I'm the one that has to bring it up in the studio.
He's saying he's in the zone
I
right
needed
now.
to talk to him before you guys left, and that's what the email was about.
No,
Why are you
go all the way
bothering?
through the email
Why
because
are you
that's not
bothering
direct.
him when he's in the zone? Is what he's saying. He doesn't want to be bothered by you, a micromanaging program director of late. Of
I
late.
wish there was more micromanaging.
Of late, if you're not getting the message that Pasty sent you by calling you Jazzy, what the message is of late, since coincidentally Jazzy was let go.
Okay, give me an answer on this. Do I email every day?
Pasty does email you every day?
No, it doesn't every day at all.
Well, he wants to make sure it doesn't happen any day, it sounds like.
Right.
Well, I
Catch
don't
him
email
after
every
the
day.
show,
Micromanaging
basically, is
me
what
every
he's
single
saying.
day.
You guys need to fight or not?
I am fine.
If you guys were ever to fight, a physical, true, all-out fisticuff
my
filled
dream come true.
filled moment here,
Yeah.
would you be concerned about your well-being there, Eric
No.
Flowers? Yes or no?
No.
You would not be.
Wow.
Dave, I'm sure it would be a couple rounds.
He didn't hesitate. He didn't hesitate in saying no. He's not at all worried. He's not at all concerned.
Not at all concerned.
Hit the gloves.
He's a little guy.
No gloves. What did he say?
He's a little guy.
Little guy.
What did he say?
He said he's a little guy. He called you a little
Said
guy.
you're a little guy. I don't think you've ever considered yourself a little guy. I don't know if
I don't know how this email got so out of control.
I don't know if that's an accurate statement to say he's a little guy. He's not a
He's
big
He's not
guy.
short, but he's not,
He ain't as big as me.
No. I mean, he's not
always-
like all
Doesn't
built
always
and
come
stuff.
down to height and weight when you talk about who's going to win a fight, especially one in the office when you're rolling around amongst the cubicles.
Yeah,
I don't know
Powers
the
is scrappy.
nicest guy
He's
in radio is
scrappy.
getting mad at me for throwing an email
Well,
back.
what should that tell you?
I mean, it shows that it's gotten a little out of control.
Well, you could take this one of two ways. You could say, I resent the fact that he pointed out to me and now to everyone that I was a little micromanagement-y in that moment, and I'm now going to hit him with much more examples of micromanagement if that's what he's calling me out for.
That's what it makes me want to do. You hit it right on the head.
Or you could say, all right, maybe I did get a little overdone there. They don't need to be hit up with those nitpicky details during the show, and I'm glad he pointed it out to me. He didn't have to do it in that fashion, but I'll step back like I always do.
Plan A.
You're going with Plan A.
Plan A.
Because he had to bring it up.
Yep.
And because he had to bring it up in the fashion that he brought it up in a little jab to your face, you're now going to go beyond the call of micromanagement
I think
duty.
micromanaging would be sitting in the studio. That's what I look at micromanaging. I've emailed once, maybe twice a week.
Oh, now it's twice a week.
Well, okay, maybe twice.
And no talking after the show about stuff. Just
Yeah, I always talk about it. Look, some days I don't even see you guys.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe this is not a big enough of a problem that it's now something we have to recognize as there's some underlying problems between you two that has been festering for years that obviously needs to be taken care of right now. Why do you guys hate each other?
Would have been nice to go to his wedding.
Wow! Pent-up frustration from 10 years ago.
Why do you got it? Like, why do we have to go down that road?
Holy crap,
Well, why did you invite Pasty
The
to your...
road was business. Now it's got personal. I don't understand.
Business is personal. Why didn't you invite Pasty to your wedding?
Oh, my God.
That wasn't me. That was my wife.
Oh.
Don't put it off on your wife, man. You were part of the
Yeah, you make a
equation.
list.
Apparently not, because there would have been a different... Why are we going down this road, dude?
Because
This is
obviously
ridiculous.
Pasty is still hurt, and there's still a fresh wound.
I had no idea
of him
I
not
didn't even see that
being
one
invited
coming.
to your wedding when he thought you guys have worked together since you were kids.
Well, look,
That
if
is
I could
true.
redo the wedding invitations, there'd probably be about 4 other people I'd put on there, too. But you know what? I know a lot of people on that show I didn't get invited to either. So come on. Maybe just...
If I ever get married, I would have invited you.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad.
There's only one.
All right, well, you guys got to see each other in the halls later today.
We probably won't even look at each other now.
All right.
Can't wait.
Cool.
Oh, listen to Pasty. I can't wait.
Don't you have a scratch to worry about naming today on the old show, pal?
Name that scratch?
Yeah, don't you
It's
have
going to be at 3:40 this afternoon.
Oh, you know what?
All right, why don't you
3:40,
name that
scratch,
itch
4
right now?
o'clock,
It's my
we pay a
ass.
bill.
We're going to set our radio TiVos now because that is a can't miss, a
6:20
ratings
we do the
bonanza.
.com question.
Yes.
Oh, the .com
It's a
question.
good one. It's catching on, Terry. You should tune in, too.
Really? Wow.
And how's that little sidekick of yours?
Dirty Harry.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing actually pretty good.
Where you found such talent like that? I can only imagine, but you know how to pluck them out of the weeds
Thank
and
you.
turn them into greatness. Let me tell you.
That's what's up.
Is Dirty Harry on the? He's on the air.
Oh, my God.
Is he really on the air?
There's nothing more annoying than
Haven't you
that
heard that?
phrase.
That's
Co-host,
what's up.
co-producer.
He is loved and adored not only by me,
Makes me nauseous.
but by the masses. As are you.
I'll send you regards.
And thank you for making sure you don't send those emails to me, okay?
Should we send them to you next?
Because if they ever start coming to me, then
If I could send them to you, I would, but you never look at them.
then it's a personal problem between me and you. All right?
Is that a threat?
But until then, oh, absolutely. I hope it was as clear as the day is long.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were on better terms. Now we're going back.
I am pointing out that we are on good terms right now. But the last time we
Right
weren't
now.
on good terms, someone got a little urination on their.
Oh, wow.
But
Calling him out.
But we have been on better terms because maybe it was because of the micromanagement I saw from other program directors.
That made you
That
appreciate.
made me appreciate how much flexibility he has given us over the years to
Right.
do our thing.
But
But we have come through for them by producing through the years.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right? So it's been a good relationship.
So go back
So
and
stop making problems for Pasty Dave. I really feel that you feel that since Jazzy got fired, that you have to step up and micromanage a little too much, and you better realize that is not the case.
No, that doesn't have anything to do with him. It has to do with new challenges.
You can't tell me that it's a coincidence. You can't tell me it's a coincidence that all of a sudden you started firing little nitpicky details through email during the show's hours at the same time that Jazzy is no longer with the company.
No, doesn't have anything to do with it. I didn't even know he was emailing you guys half the time until Dave told me.
So you're telling me it's just absolutely 100% a coincidence that you would have sent these emails regardless.
Coincidence, first of all, that was every day. I'm not doing it every day. I probably couldn't keep up with that.
But Pasty seems to be bringing up to us that it's not just this email, that there's been other examples of you kind of like hitting him with little tiny details that don't have to be mentioned. That's starting to really bug him.
Would have been nice.
I don't know what he's talking
And
about.
he wanted to dance with you at your wedding.
Yeah, it would have been nice to go to the wedding.
Give me specifics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
We'll
wedding's
talk
still
about this off
bugging him.
the
It's
air.
unbelievable.
Oh, he wants to talk about
He's getting a little uncomfortable now.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you guys can figure it out on your own. I'm done with it. Doesn't
Thank
seem
you.
like the biggest deal in the world to me.
Thank you.
I try to make it into the biggest deal in the world, but I can't see it really turning into that.
I thought he was really pissed there.
Mm-hmm.
Powers is all management now, though. He always
He
tries
is.
to say the right thing and
What?
squash everything. And, you know,
Do you feel like you're more management than talent at this point?
Oh, dude. I'm
Are you a
like being more of a
sellout?
talent.
Yes.
But you have to do both.
Mm-hmm.
At least I do.
Well, it's a tough
If you guys
one.
want to exchange jobs today,
Oh,
let me
geez.
know.
I just walk up to Pasty. Just walk up to Pasty and say, "Name this punch, bitch!" Right in his face. Come on.
Hey, I'd like 4 hours, too. I'd like that to be my day. If I can make that happen, that'd be great.
That's a shot.
When I
That's a
take
shot.
shots at
That
us.
wasn't a shot.
Oh, yes,
That is a direct
was.
shot.
Do 4 hours a day, I would...
He took a
that would
shot
be
earlier.
And you don't
four
consider
hours.
that a shot. You don't consider that a direct knock at us, that we have it cushy,
No,
and
that's
you have to
to-
work a
that's-
hard,
no.
tiring day,
That's to
and we should
everybody.
we should understand your plight. Oh, yeah, everyone works a 4-hour day? I think
Well,
you're clearly
okay.
taking a shot at us.
No, look. Harry, Eddie, everybody. I mean, dude, that's what honored people do.
He took a shot
Everybody
earlier,
in the
though,
market.
too. He's like, I don't even see you guys half the time. That was a shot,
Yep.
too. I heard that one.
Oh, you know what?
Damn.
And you ain't going to see me today
Yeah,
either.
watch now.
All right, you got me on that one, Scott.
See, that was a
Guilty,
shot.
guilty.
All right. Listen, you guys, if you're going to fight, let me know just ahead of time, all right?
I'd love to see it.
All right.
They each get one weapon. Somebody gets a stapler and someone else
Wow.
gets a paperweight. They get to go at it.
Let me see if I wanted to be in a fight like that. Would I want a stapler or a paperweight? I go paperweight.
Yeah, probably.
Because you can throw it and you can keep it in your hand and just pound someone with it.
Right. Stapler right in the neck, though.
Stapler, you gotta kind of maneuver the person just right to get that staple in just
Nah,
right.
You open it up.
Yeah,
and
you
then
open it
whack
up
'em.
and you hit him. It's
Oh,
like a, it's
you
like
could,
a
you
half
could use the
nunchuck.
actual stapler as a
Stapler,
weapon.
yeah. You open it up and whack
See, I was
someone
thinking too much of the staples.
And then you could like take the staples out of the stapler and like gouge it
Oh
in
yeah,
their
no,
eyes.
that's good. That's a good
Wow.
move. That's a good move. I'm going stapler now. You talk me into it.
All right, sounds
Yep.
good.
See, I'm easily coerced.
I'll
Yeah,
write,
you
I'll write Pasty on run. You write flowers on the other.
Keep your paperweight. I'm going stapler.
The T-Man Show.